Fast approaching Saturday, November 5th. We know it's a busy time of year, and we know that not everyone can come that specific day. That's why our partners at Scrub Outfitters and at Rig Outfitters and Home Store will be taking early non-perishable donations at their stores inside the Broadmoor Mall in Hobbs. That's right, you can donate early to the MTD Radio Holiday Food Fight. Just take your non-perishables to 1401 North Turner in Hobbs, to Scrub Outfitters and Rig Outfitters and Home Store inside the Broadmoor Mall.
All around us, we see change. Our government no longer reflects our values. If we don't act now, we stand to lose the country so many fought and died for. It's time to take back our nation and our Christian principles. Faith, family, and hard work built this country, and they're the values that'll restore it. The Lucky Family of Excellence encourages you to vote in the midterm elections. Together, we can restore America.
Southeast New Mexico weather.
Well, good morning over Southeast New Mexico, Carlsbad and Artesia. Temperatures are reaching a high this afternoon in the mid-70s. And believe it or not, even though we're in November now, the temperatures in the upper 70s on Wednesday under a mostly sunny sky. Not too particularly unusual to start November warm. Hobbs and Lovington with temperatures in the lower 70s, mid-70s this afternoon. Rain chance later this week. For W105 FM, I'm meteorologist Ron Roberts.
Your country plays on W105.
Be in the Breakfast Club powered by Carlsbad Chevrolet. Online at carlsbadchevrolet.com. Text line at 877-396-W105. Brought to you by Amigo Machinery, your Kubota dealer. Online at amigo-machinery.com. Question of the day brought to you by Lovington Auto Supply, your Napa dealer. And YouTube, Rumble, and Facebook video feed brought to you by Desert Sand Water Well. Online at desertsandsnm.com.
Why are you up so early?
Am I early? So why am I here early?
Today we have a big show.
We have a show to put on.
Put on a show.
We need to put on a show.
And what makes you think you can do that?
What makes you think that you can do that? This is radio.
I always felt I had a flair for the creative arts.
Is this thing on?
Is this thing on? Yep. Enough of the jibber jabber. Let's start the show.
Oh. Here we go. Tom A on number 4 this morning. Will Rooney on number 3 coming across on the QGO Live this morning. Tom was just doing the dance because he's on number 3.
No one can see you. You realize that, right?
Yeah, he was also doing the dance this morning because he was able to log into a web browser.
Right.
Oh my God, Google.
Look at already had up and on the screen, ready to go.
Yeah, it was already up.
Oh my God, look at Google. Oh, look at here. The world is so vastly large.
Hey, before we get started, got a situation. Heavy fog says, good morning, guys.
Very, very heavy fog.
Heavy fog on my way to work here in Lovington.
You got a problem with your mic, bro.
Vision is about 55 feet, he says.
You got a problem with the mic.
And stay safe.
Move the mic. Okay. Move that one out of the way. This ain't rocket science here. Seriously, it's really not. There you go. Now move the mic right in front of you so we can actually hear you.
Howdy.
No.
What?
Move it. All right, whatever.
I'm right in front of it.
What now you are. And then when you turn your head to talk, you're not.
Okay, gotcha. Let me turn the screen this way.
Oh, my God. This is rocket science. This is so hard.
So, Tom, I know it's hard to understand, but look at the way B's talking into his mic.
Look at me.
Yeah.
He's got it off to the side.
Look.
But he's right at the beginning, at the front of it. You can do the same thing, so you can look at the screen and have it off to your left.
Right there, is it good?
Oh, it's we've only been saying this for like 10 years, but
we've been saying it for 10 years. He's been doing this for how long?
Thanks for.
And we're teaching the 30-year radio veteran Mike etiquette.
But when we talk about bringing some in, he's like, "Well, I'll mentor them."
We'll mentor them.
Stay the hell away from them.
Hey, by the way, patchy heavy fog on Delaware Basin, says one of our texters.
We got patchy fog everywhere.
So be careful
this morning.
Being brought to you by
Luke Ragsdale Law Firm. Check him out today. Morning, how you doing? Where are you calling from?
Calling from the Pirates.
What's going on, my friend?
Hey, man, apparently I didn't hear the whole story, but y'all keep mentioning the fact that, Tom is making some homemade sex videos. I kind of figured that'd be a good way to ruin people's practice. Can you give us some more details?
So you want to get people on a diet this morning? So
yeah, America needs to lose weight anyway.
Yeah, I'm not going to go into great detail about it. It was one of those moments for Tom where he forgot how to delete certain things on his phone. And don't ever give me your phone when there's crap on your phone.
It was one of those moments that B had to share with me, too. He's sitting across from me as he's trying to back up Tom's phone. He goes, "Oh, my God." And I'm like,
you guys are awful.
I stupidly asked what. And so he turns the phone around to show me, and I'm like, "Oh, my God, I can't unsee that. Ever."
Well, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't the only one that needed his eyes but with bleach poured in them.
Bleach.
So. Hey, appreciate you.
I have to ask a question. What was it? Him and another dude, or him and another girl?
No. It was a female.
Contrary to popular belief, Bob was not part of the video.
No, it wasn't Bob.
That would have been ugly right there.
Appreciate you, buddy. Take it easy. 6:12, 12 minutes after the hour of 6. Today is All Saints Day. I've been told that I'm going to church at noontime. So,
are you?
So All Saints Day going on all day today. Extra Mile Day. Give up your shoulds day and turn it into coulds day. Stop talking about I shoulda. Make
That's
it
a mouthful.
Could. International Scented Candle Day. National Arthur Day. National Brush Day. Calzone Day.
Means underwear day.
Calzone is underwear?
No.
How about like a pizza?
Well, calzone, yeah.
What does that have to do with underwear, Tave?
Well, it's calzone day means underwear day.
No.
Why? Because if you eat the pizza, it's going to make you poop your pants? I don't know.
Do you wear pizza on your crotch?
I'm just saying.
I mean, it's all over the shirt after he eats. Cinnamon Day going on today. Deep fried clams day. Vinegar Day, Vegan Day. Tom, you think you could be a vegan? Not for one week?
I'll eat a tomato.
President Biden recently fact-checked by Twitter for inflationary numbers of corporations that were making billions of dollars. And by the way, you know who caused the inflation, Joe? That would be you. Fact-check note. 55 corporations mentioned by Joe, only 14 had earnings greater than $1 billion. So why are we demonizing corporations that do good? I have never gotten this by the Democratic Party. Why are we demonizing companies that do good?
The power, man. They want to keep us poor, dude.
So 14 of them did earn over $1 billion and would be eligible for his tax credit, right? Which is a bummer for the Biden family, which means that Joe's not going to get 25% as the big guy. According to new reports, President Biden lost his temper with Zelensky. Do you guys see this video? Will you see the video of?
No, I missed it.
So Biden was very upset because he had just handed over another $10 billion to Zelensky.
My goodness.
And that's when Zelensky came back and said, I need $1 more billion worth of military assistance. So Joe got very, very annoyed and was like, who the hell do you think you are? The Nigerian prince? You know what? About time we get upset. You know, this guy is playing us. He is using us. We got people in the United States. Hell, we're all suffering. And we just keep giving this guy, it's like just give him the checkbook. Let him write his own damn checks. So thank God Biden finally said, no, I'm done.
When did Ukraine become part of America is what I want to know.
And unvetted, you know, it used to be before we gave war funds, we actually had to go before Congress.
Well, not only that, but we knew where 90% of the money was going to be spent.
Right.
We're just giving them money willy-nilly.
Yeah, not anymore. We have no idea. Last night, rain in Philadelphia forced the postponement of Game 3
World Series
of the World Series. Thank you for that. Yeah. Thank you. And Nick Chubb rushed for 101 yards, 2 touchdowns. Browns defeated the Bengals last night. I would call that an upset.
The Bengals are in trouble, man.
I would call that upset. Well, they number one receiver's gone. They have no offensive line.
Is that LSU receiver? Okay.
No. Justice Department yesterday filed charges against the California man arrested for breaking into Nancy Pelosi's house and assaulting her 82-year-old husband. The story gets better and better and better. Remember when the story first broke? Even the president mentioned this, that this guy was a right-wing extremist. He was a Trump guy.
Nope.
Oh, wait. Is he a legal alien? Yes, he is. He is illegally in the country. A member of the Green Party. I don't know how you could be a supporter of the Green Party when you don't even have the right to vote.
Well, and now even the left-wing media is coming out and walking that back, and they're just calling him a political extremist. They're not calling him a right-winger. They're just calling him a political extremist.
Look, a guy that makes hemp jewelry and is a nudist, I don't think is a Republican. I'm just throwing it out there.
No, I think but apparently he's still not happy with the Democrat Party, which,
Well, look, my brother is a far left Democrat. He's not happy with Nancy Pelosi.
Wow.
He is not happy with Nancy Pelosi. So the Democrats are not happy with Nancy Pelosi, but the guy is in the country illegally. I mean, you can't make this crap up.
I have nothing but sympathy for Paul Pelosi. I think it's horrible that he got accosted in his home. He got attacked, and he had to go through that. That's horrible. No one should ever have to go through that. That being said, the fact that the left immediately latched onto this and tried to point it and make it about the right is why the irony of this is so satisfying for us.
Well, and the other thing is, you live in a what is it, $11 million home?
Mansion. What are you talking about? Yeah.
And you not one of your security cameras are working?
See, this whole thing smells bad to me, dude.
Well, there's not only that, but I mean, I'm sorry, so the dude, I know he's a Democrat, but he has no guns. He has no way to get, he apparently they apparently have an elevator in the home that he tried to escape to for a moment so he could use the phone in the elevator.
So they don't have a safe room? I mean, this whole thing
no safe room, no cameras, but they have a friggin' elevator with a phone.
and have you seen the refrigerator in that house?
Mm-mm.
Dude.
Is it stocked?
I mean, and you ain't got your security systems not working, something, it just doesn't smell right. I'm just, God bless, I hope he's okay, but it just doesn't smell right.
The dude hit him in the head with a hammer, so he can't be great.
No, not, man, at the age of 82, I mean, not good. All right, check of the weather this morning being brought to you by Roadrunner Grill. Get in touch with them today. Go in there and eat breakfast this morning. They've got delicious home-style breakfast, and they're serving up right now. You want to take breakfast for everybody in the office? Prepare lunch? They can do all of the above. 575-748-3324. Get in touch with them today. And if you need them to cater your holiday party or just want to bring food to the folks out in the patch that are on your location, they can accommodate all of that. That number again, 575-748-3324. Very foggy out there. It will become sunny later on in the day. 71 for the high. Foggy tonight, 52. 75 tomorrow. We will have fog tomorrow morning, they say. Most of that is all gone by Thursday. Temperatures Thursday getting back into the close to 80.
Saw that.
And then by Friday, we're in the 60s. Quick check of the weather being brought to you by H&H Fuel Services. Call our buddy Colin this morning. 432-269-6027. Call him today. Go to HNHFS.com. They have the fast fusion pipeline machines, squeeze tools up to 16 inches. And by the way, the fast fusion machines are in-house. They do subcontract services. They do pipelines, facilities. Give them a call today. 432-269-6027. Give them a holler this morning. Hey, morning, how you doing? Where are you calling from this morning?
I'm calling from 128, watching these crazy Texans try to run everybody over.
Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, the oil field is just about dead now, Kevin. Biden put another nail in the coffin. Did you hear that?
No, what he did yesterday. I know he was demonizing the oil and gas industry.
Oh, I think he was talking about putting a windfall tax on oil and gas.
Yeah, exactly. He said he's sick and tired of the oil company making too much money, too many profits, these record profits. So he's going to, if they don't start using their money that they're making to bring the oil price of gas down, then he's going to put taxes on it and restrictions on it, and him and his team know how to get the job done. So it sounds like me, he can't get it to go any other ways. He can start screwing them over, taxing them to death.
Here's the deal. So when the gas prices were too high, he said, "Well, I don't control the oil and gas industry. It is a global market." So I'm wondering if he's going after with the same zealous, going after, Facebook for making too much money, Apple for making too much money, GE for making too much money, all these multinational corporations that don't pay hardly anything in taxes. GE, the corporation, in 2019 paid not 1 penny in taxes in America?
Believe it. I believe it.
But when did it become against the law in this country? I thought we lived in a free capitalistic society where if you can make money, then more power to you. You're not allowed to make money because there's some poor little whiny baby's too lazy to get off his lazy ass and work.
Well, the
gimme.
The other thing is, since when is the president in charge of taxation of anybody? I mean, we have a system of government that this executive order BS. And how can you just tax one business?
Well, because gas and oil is evil. Don't you know that?
I know that.
Destroying the planet,
I mean,
we got an idiot governor that's doing the same thing. She taxes us to death when she wants to spend some more money on the illegals or her pet projects, keep everybody at home that's too lazy to work.
Look,
just giving them free money and food stamps. It's the same thing.
It is going to come to a point in this country where people are going to say, "I've had enough." Joe Biden inflicted this damage on us. I can go back to the debates when him and Bernie Sanders were discussing fracking, and he said, "I am going to end fracking and drilling for oil and gas in this country." He has inflicted this damage on us. It is self-inflicted, and now he wants to demonize people. You know what? Oil and gas companies can pack up their glad rags and move to a different country because they're already a multinational company. You don't think Conoco can go and make a deal, somewhere else? Of course they can.
I think all they got to do is go across the border to Mexico, and they can all find it. I saw it the other day. So Mexico, South America, Central America.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
They're
going to start drilling down there.
Yeah, it's pretty dumb that we poke the guys that you need their help, and instead of saying, "Hey guys, I need your help. Can we do this?" Instead, you poke them in the eye.
Yes.
Just dumb. And since
you shoot your foot, you cut your foot to spite your face, or cut your nose to spite your face because you're an idiot, and he is an idiot.
Yeah, no doubt. I appreciate you, buddy. Take it easy. Since when does the president decide who pays a higher tax? Since when? Never in the history of America. And you wonder why people are upset. See, this is his way of grasping at straws. Number one, he can't do it. Can't do it. He can't pick and choose the winners and losers.
Right.
Just
all
can't.
the more important for us to take as much control as we can so that we can put some checks and balances, not only in Washington, but in Santa Fe, too.
No doubt. No doubt.
Speaking of checks and getting things changed out, our Mark Ronchetti is going to be making the rounds in Southeast New Mexico right before the end of right before Election Day. He's going to be down here this coming up on the Saturday the 5th. He'll be in Carlsbad. And then he's going to be over at our buddies at Roadrunner Grill. I know you just did their ad, but I was going to try to jump in there, but he didn't let me. Saturday, November 5th, 3 p.m. at the Best Western Pecos Inn. Roadrunner Grill is going to be catering that. So if you want to see him in Artesia, he'll be there at 3 p.m. at the Best Western Pecos Inn there with the Roadrunner Grill and the Sala. So make sure and go by and see Mark Ronchetti, 3 p.m. coming up on Saturday. And then he's going to be in Carlsbad, Roswell, and Artesia that day. I believe Jow earlier that morning too. So he's going to be making the rounds, which is just the latest in his stops.
So can I turn this camera around, Will? Tom, you got a big booger in your nose.
Oh my God! Please let's not.
No, I ain't got no. I do not.
And so B's got to just sit across from him, so you got to stare at the booger.
I've been looking at that booger now for 20 minutes.
I'm not going to dig it out because there's nothing there.
No. Go blow your nose in the bathroom.
Yeah, I'm
Would
just
you
like
quit with your. I can see him picking his nose. Oh my God!
I'm just doing this. I'm rubbing my nose.
Would you just stop?
It's a big booger too.
I ain't
It's
picking it.
not a small booger. Taylor Swift makes history, becoming the first artist to own the top 10. So Billboard, the pop charts, the Hot 100, she's got 10 songs in the top 10. Like the first 10 songs are all belonging to Taylor Swift.
Out.
Yep. Every one of the songs in the top 10 belongs to Taylor
And
Swift.
we got rid of her on the countryside, huh?
You're such a dumbass.
Twitter. New chief twit, Elon Musk, reporting they're going to make verification of Twitter Blue feature. They're going to charge you $20 to have that blue tick badge. I don't even know. You know anything about this? I'm on Twitter, but I have no idea what a blue badge is.
Isn't that the verified? Means that you're like an actual verified.
But they're going to
user?
charge you. And there's also talk that they're going to charge you $4.99. Look, the moment you charge for social media, people are gone. People are finished. So Elon, that would not be prudent. That
Go
would
for
not.
it, man. Good. I mean, I could care less about Twitter. Twitter's a bunch of, and all these lefties. What did someone say the other day? That I'm going to leave Twitter as the new. I'm moving to Canada.
Yes, congratulations. Get stepping. Get stepping. So, question is, what do you think is the percent of people in the United States that actually pay any taxes? I thought the number would be lower. I mean, higher.
I'm thinking 20%.
40% of people do not. 40% of the workforce.
Are we talking about people who are avoiding taxes or people who are like tax exempt because they
40% of households will pay no federal tax this year. So they might be working and then they take their earned income credit and people always say, well, I pay taxes. Well, they're taking money out of your check, but then you're getting it all back on, with earned income credit and all kind of stuff.
You're
so
right. I mean, I have people in the family that get an obscene amount of money back, and I'm just like,
so what
am I doing wrong?
You are a net taxpayer. When I mean net, you're in the negative. You are paying negative amount. In fact, you're getting in my pocket and taking money out of my pocket. So 40%.
I guarantee I'm not getting any money back.
Yeah, 40% of Americans will not pay any federal taxes. 40% of households, nearly 50%, or 99 million, paid no federal taxes.
99 million.
So in 2021, nearly 56% of all households, nearly 99 million households, paid no federal income tax. None.
Well, they're probably PO'd because their money's going to fight to help Ukraine fight the Russians.
What are you talking about? They didn't pay any damn taxes.
Well, that's why they're
You're
not
already
paying
going to
them.
piss me off this morning.
But that's why they're not paying taxes. Huh.
What kind of dumb statement is that?
It is. Paying for abortions? I ain't going to pay my taxes. People pay for abortions.
Keep going. Go ahead.
Let me dig a hole.
You already are.
I'm trying to have patience. But dumb comments.
It ain't.
They paid no taxes. It's not that they withheld their taxes. They paid no taxes. Will, can you turn the air on? Because I'm about to hit menopause in here.
You got it.
Holy crap.
Well, I had to get you PO'd this morning.
Think. You know what happens when you get me PO'd?
What?
You'll be stepping.
Wow.
You'll be stepping.
I do got to go to the bathroom here in a minute.
You'll be. Thanks for that. Between the booger and I need to go in the bathroom, way too much information.
Take the booger out.
Anybody notice that Jill Biden, her Halloween costume?
She dressed up?
She dressed up. She had butterfly wings on, and the wings were upside down.
Did Joe put them on or what?
Coulda. Yeah, upside down. Do you have the story about the City of Artesia
Yes, sir.
employee?
Mm-hmm.
You got the story? So I don't know how many people have seen the commercial for Mark Ronchetti with Sheriff Mark Cage. Have you seen it, Tom?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't either.
Have you seen it? So our buddy Mark Cage, sheriff in Eddy County, called out the governor yesterday and called her a liar.
Ooh.
Called her
a
straight up liar when we're talking about the Beltran case. So if I am allowed, I will play this commercial, and I might not play it in and by the way, it was fact checked by KOA by KOAT TV. So Mark Cage says he's had enough. He's had enough of the lying. So here's what Mark had to say. And this first time yesterday,
I know the truth because we slapped the cuffs on that coward right over there. The governor released Beltran from prison early twice. Then 4 days later, he killed Monique. That's the truth. The governor cut our prison population by 26%, letting hundreds of criminals go free early. Now she's lying to cover it up. It's time to let her go.
I'm Mark Ronchetti, and I approve.
Whoa! So our Southeast New Mexico sheriff said that coward. So I had no idea Eddy County is where he was arrested, but Mark Ronchetti getting the endorsement of Sheriff Cage, and Sheriff Cage saying the governor is lying. 26% of total population in our prisons were let out. Are these good people? Or were they serving time to... They were convicted. It's hard enough to get a conviction in this state. So there you go again. A politician circumventing the political system. Joe Biden does it with handing out money to Ukraine. Here's another $1 billion. And the governor did it by letting out all these criminals onto the street. 26%. Don't you forget when you go to the polls that she kept your kids home from school.
Right.
She didn't allow you to go to church. Yeah. Your parents died and you weren't allowed to go to the funeral. You had to stand out in the cold to go to the grocery store. I could go on and on and on. Do not forget the failed system under Joe Biden and Michelle Lujan Gresham. Just saying, do not forget.
Also, don't forget all the times when we had a disaster in Southeast New Mexico.
That's right.
She was nowhere to be found.
No.
Yet anytime there's a pride parade or any kind of anything going on up north, she's right there.
Somebody could fart too loud, and she would be saying thoughts and prayers for the northern part of the state. We get nothing down here.
Sure didn't tell me anything.
Morning show this morning, baby. Why does it always come back to you? Morning show this morning. Did you lose somebody? Did you have a tornado wipe out your house?
Was she supposed to call you when you fell in the hotel?
She was.
Of course she was.
Morning show this morning being brought to you by our buddies at Twin Wells Fuel Station. If you're on 128 this morning driving, slow down. Very foggy out there. Exit on Buck Jackson Road. Filler up today at the Twin Wells Fuel Station. They have diesel, red diesel, green diesel, DEF value, unleaded, large covered area. And if you got a fleet card, not a problem. Credit card, debit card. Check them out today. Twin Wells Fuel Station. Still to come. Thought for the day. Things that happen on this date in history, and not too far away from the price of oil. Text line is open.
Hey, Buddy says this morning, hey, did you guys see where Chevron gave the NAACP a $10,000? Wow, says Buddy.
A lot of these big companies, even ones that are, primarily or have right-wing interests, like Chevron, a lot of them play both sides.
Oh, no, of course.
Yeah.
And one of the other texters says, stupid is as stupid does. Laugh Out Loud says another text. Please.
Well, no, that was me saying laugh out loud.
Oh, was it you? Okay.
It says, Will, that's pretty messed up that you're always leaving B in the studio along with Tom A to deal with that headache, LOL, but I can't say I blame you.
And Oscar Lovington says, no, you didn't say No Nut November. No Nut November 2. He thought you were going to say No Nut November 2.
Wow. Tom. Don't say it again.
Was the thing about pecans?
You don't even to just stop, because you don't know what it means. You will not say some things because I can't say balls.
I can't say balls.
I can't say ass. You just did.
But
you'll say No Nut November. That's great. Good job.
Well, explain it to me later.
Keep up the good work.
I'm not going to explain it to you. There's probably kids listening.
You're 62 and a half years old. We shouldn't have to explain such
Jerem
things.
says, I forgot who said it, but did y'all see where they said that Congress is going to session to talk about taking control of the oil companies to federalism? Says Jerem this
that
morning.
will never work. I mean, who are we? Venezuela?
Getting that way.
I mean, Venezuela, that's exactly what they did. Mm-hmm. My brother was in Venezuela when the takeover began.
Yeah.
Said he was at the hotel. There was gunfire out in the streets, and they were meeting about they had refineries down there and stuff, and they just took over. U.S. Embassy came, picked them up, and got them out of the country. Sorry, ConocoPhillips, you're not going to get that money. So.
And please give Tom A, says the text, the opportunity to find another job. Okay. And hey, Tom A, did you go trick-or-treating or did you go to the buffet?
So if you weren't doing this job, what job could you do?
I got some skills.
Go ahead.
Please elaborate.
He gave us the list, B, the other day.
I got some skills. I'm a referee. Very good. Very good, I think.
Is that a full-time job?
I don't know. But I love doing it.
Okay, keep on.
I'm a writer and author.
Who has to correct the ascertainments report?
Oh, you, of course.
Yeah.
The spelling.
Well, I ain't your damn editor. I ain't your damn editor.
So I get those skills.
Not really.
I when I was going to college.
It's a long time ago.
I was the what do you call it? I was a maintenance engineer.
Maintenance engineer.
Yeah.
Let me just say the word engineer and you have zero in common.
I think that's a glorified fancy
janitor.
Way of saying janitor.
Well, that too.
Okay.
I did lawn maintenance.
I'm not seeing it, bro. I'm not seeing it.
I mean,
dude, look. There were things I can't even think of anything I would hire you for, but I damn sure wouldn't hire you for my yard.
Why not, man? I could cut your yard, dude.
You can't.
60 bucks.
Hell.
I've seen you try to put together a 4-piece piece of PVC.
Uh-huh.
And look at it like we're asking him to solve a physics problem.
Yeah.
No.
I would not trust you with a weed eater or a lawnmower.
Hey, well, one more text. Hey, Kevin, the question was it on his camera roll or was it on his web browser? says the text.
I take the fifth. Mike Fox saves the day. What's up, Mike?
What's going on, guys? It's been a while.
Morning.
What's up, Mike? You working hard or what?
Yeah, I put about 13 and a half yesterday trying to learn these generators. It's a pretty good job, though.
Well, you can do it.
Nothing to it but to do it.
Yeah, I mean, you got to put forth the effort. You got the effort, you're done. So.
Hey, I figured out Tom's skill. All you got to do is hire him for the oil field for one day.
I've done the oil field. Been in patch. Done that.
Yeah. What's your skill level?
I can proudly say it. I was in the oil patch.
One day.
He might be a power washer. He's full of crap.
One day. Hey, at least I can say I was there.
What exactly did you do?
I lifted sucker rods. Whatever those are. Those are small pipelines.
Tell you what, Mike, he can proudly say he worked in the patch.
Yep.
His nickname
Good job, Tom. We're proud of you.
His nickname was Worm.
Well, is that what they say?
That was his nickname.
We got the Tom A. We got your saying one job, Tom. One damn job.
Yeah.
Get her done. Mike, don't work too hard. Thought for the day this morning being brought to you by Wakefield Oil, 35 years serving Southeast New Mexico. Quality products, excellent service. On-road, off-road, they could take care of you. Get in touch with them today. They could deliver unleaded diesel, DEF value, interstate batteries, and more. WakefieldOil.com. 35 years and still going strong. Thought for the day in memory of Mr. Wendell Wakefield. Thought for the day is the people who shut down your businesses, killed your careers, and now asking you to reelect them so they can keep their job. Never forget what they've done to you. Thought for the day this morning. It's pretty poignant.
Artesia Bulldog says the text number 1 seed, baby. Go Dogs, take state, and they're on the road to number 31. And, yep, we got a lot of football teams in the area that are going to be in the playoffs. So, and we're listening for the weekly updates from those teams here on W105. And 505 Liberal. No, never mind. That was yesterday. I have to read it again. And Aaron says, do you have to have a degree so you can be a teacher? No.
No. You don't have to have a degree.
No, you don't have to.
You can be a substitute.
Okay. I'm looking at his screen. Tom A?
Yeah.
Quit messing with the settings because you changed it. Do you see this text at the top? This guy is apparently dead.
Yeah.
432 hater apparently passed away, and you've got his text up at the top.
I haven't read it yet.
No, stop. Because you messed with the settings. Quit screwing with stuff, dude. This is why this is 100% user error. You are doing this. I can see your screen. So quit screwing with those buttons and leave it like it is.
You got last first.
Well, I'm looking at the times, and I'm looking
three
at the
times now. You keep switching it back and forth.
Right.
Right.
So I'm getting familiar with this particular system.
Dude, you make excuses for everything. I've told you a million times how to do it.
Yeah.
Just quit messing with it. Just leave it the way it is. They'll come in.
And Sucker Rod says the texters are not small pipelines. Laugh out loud, you dummy, says the texter. And Tom has the common sense of a safety man. What does that mean?
Sleeping on the job doesn't count as working in the patch, says John from Lovington.
And his nickname was Frijoli, says another texter. Chew his butt out, says Will. Says the text.
I am doing my best to just go with the flow, even though sometimes it's very difficult.
I'm reading all of them, bro.
Yeah, from a dead man.
I didn't read that one. I got a little more common sense than that, man.
You tried to. When Will starts crying, it makes me want to change the channel. Okay. I'll just let him keep doing what he's doing, and then you guys can keep crying about him.
And Buddy says Tom would read a text from George Floyd. Says the text. That's Buddy, by the way.
Hey, where can I get that fentanyl? Where can I get the Fenny? I need some fentanyl.
And Mad Dog Money says El Gusano. Ruiz, what's a Gusano? Mad Dog, what's a Gusano? A goose?
Price All this morning being brought to you by Spinnaker Oilfield Submitters. Get in touch with them today. They're currently hiring. If you have been a supervisor in the patch, they're looking for you to be part of their training program, the SSIT training program, to teach you to become a cementing supervisor. Ever run a blender in the patch? Go to work for Spinnaker today, and they'll train you to become a cementing equipment operator. Must have a Class A CDL and willing to work a lot of hours. You'll receive excellent pay and one of the best benefit programs in the industry. Housing is available. Spinnaker is an equal opportunity employer, drug-free employer. Text Oilfield to 63566 or go to greatoilfieldjobs.com.
And the price of West Texas Intermediate checks in at $87.80. That's 40 cents up from 6 a.m. $94.12 for Brent Crude. That's 64 cents from 6 a.m. And the price of natural gas, $6.13. That's 10 cents up from 6 a.m.
No winner in the Powerball last night. The jackpot could rise to $1.2 billion. Next drawing will be on Wednesday. So Powerball now drawing on Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. And no winners last night. There were some people that got 5 numbers, so we have some $1 million winners. And no winners, so if you're playing along, playing the Powerball is a lot like paying alimony. You just keep on paying and don't get anything from it. You just keep on paying. So last night I dropped $46.
40. Hey.
What?
Did you at least pick your own numbers?
Some. You act like $46. Oh, $46.
Yeah, but you ain't doing it right. You let the machine pick the numbers. Of course it's not going to win.
Tom drops 46 at a buffet on a daily basis.
That's my point.
What?
That you spend $46 on food a day.
Not really.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So the point is, if, I only play when it gets over 500,000, 500 million. So, yeah, I'm going to put down $40. It's for the kids. I'm doing it for the kids. Doesn't that money go to the lottery scholarship fund? I'm doing it for the kids. I'm actually doing something for the kids.
What's he going to do if you win?
What do you think I'm going to do? I'll still do it. I will still do this morning show.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if you'll do it, but I'll still do it.
Yeah, travel. I
might pay you $500,000 to go away.
I love how he just keeps on ignoring. You keep on. Okay, so Tom, I don't know if you realize, but whenever B started talking about getting rid of you, there's been a shift. It's not just the listeners anymore.
Oh, okay.
So I might pay you $500,000.
Maybe you ought to take him seriously. And Mad Dog says worm. I thought you were a Spanish dude. Come on, dude.
Well, I didn't know what that meant.
Gusano is a worm, Tom.
Oh my God. Morning show this morning being brought to you by Roswell Livestock and Farm Supply. Check them out today. They've got everything for the farm and ranch, including Western wear, work gear. Check them out today. Roswell Livestock and Farm Supply in Roswell, your certified Purina dealer. Also find them in Capitan at the Lincoln County Mercantile. Taking out trash coming up next. Looks like how many days? 8 days left before the election.
7.
Today is what, Tuesday?
A week, next week.
So 1 week away from the election. And what is important in this election?
Yeah, to vote.
What are the number one factors in how you're going to vote?
Okay.
So according to the Emerson poll, they did a poll, and it's the sample size is only 1,000. But the number one issue is the economy for voters.
Right.
The economy is the number one issue. People talking about jobs and being able to buy groceries. Number one issue, which could only play in the hand of Republicans. Serious. If people are worried about the economy, you should be smart enough to know when things went to hell in a handbasket. That's when they gave the Democrats control of everything. They went to hell in a handbasket. So number one issue in New Mexico is the economy. Morning, how you doing? Where are you calling from?
Out in the patch.
What's going on, my friend?
Well, let's just pick on Tom since he don't read people's text messages and everything else.
Well, if he reads them, it won't be read right anyway, so.
Oh, no, he could screw up being a Walmart greeter.
So what's your point already?
That's rough.
And then two, you lifted a small pipeline. A sucker rod is not a pipeline.
What is it?
You ain't been in the oil field, son.
I've been.
That's exactly right.
Them things, they're like 40 feet long. All right. I lifted them. They weigh about 40 pounds, maybe even more. And I lifted
40 feet long.
And I lifted all day, 8 to 4.
Now I know you haven't been in the oil field.
He just said
not 40 foot long.
Here's another reason why he's never been in the oil field. He said he worked 8 to 4.
Right.
8 to 4. Are you kidding me? 8 to 4.
That's what the job required.
I mean, who the hell were you? Like the boss's son? I mean, serious. 8 to 4.
You would make a wart on a roughneck's ass.
Thank you, buddy. 877-396-W105. Luke Bryan getting some hate. Did you see that he's being criticized highly for bringing up Ron DeSantis at one of his concerts?
Mm-mm.
So Luke Bryan broke his silence on Twitter about why he would allow DeSantis to come up on stage with him.
He's a country artist. Do they not realize who the majority? See, what ticks me off is people like Tim McGraw and Willie Nelson who don't understand that 90% of their listeners and their audience are conservative. Good for Luke Bryan for realizing.
Yep, thank God. Looks like the diesel shortage. We're like 20 days away from there being a shortage of diesel. So the magnitude of this U.S. diesel shortage has crossed a critical threshold, and things could get very, very bad in the United States very, very quick. Biden's band of useful idiots have deliberately and endangered the lives of thousands, if not millions, by doing what they have done. The death toll following this could be very, very ugly. Heating oil going up $7 a gallon. Diesel, if we can get diesel, that's the other problem. Not good. 6:54 morning show this morning being brought to you by Atlas Makeup Mirror. Give Rebecca Long a call today. 575-631-3189. Local inventor. Atlas Makeup Mirror comes with 3 different mirrors. They fold out. You really got to go and check them out on social media so you can see exactly what you're getting. But the mirrors fold out ×1, ×5, ×10 magnification, and very well illuminated with LED lights, and doesn't have to charge it very often because it stays charged for a long, long time. Go to atlasmakeupmirror.com. Perfect Christmas gift. Christmas just around the corner. Perfect birthday gift, anniversary gift, graduation gift. atlasmakeupmirror.com for more information. 5 away from 7. We're being the Breakfast Club. Tom, do you have the story about the Eddy County?
Yes, I do.
Which
embezzlement?
Yeah, embezzlement story.
It's our lead story this morning.
Thomas, well, I thought the
number 2. Our teacher's number 2.
Well, you told me it was number one.
No, I say that.
So nowadays, you don't even know if it's number one or number two.
No, those are the two Eddy County stores are the number one and number two this morning.
All right, so we got it. Yeah. All right, text line.
All right, so Buddy says, a soccer rod is about 25 feet long, and joint of pipe is 31.5 long, says Buddy. I didn't count how many feet. It just looked long to me. And Tom, for real, you're a dang idiot and a dang liar, says the text. And grow your own dope. Plant a politician, says one of the other texters. And good morning, fellas. $46 on food ain't that hard to do in this day and age.
No.
Says another texter.
Hell.
Someone else, go ahead and read that one. Tom, why don't you grow a set and beat Will's ass?
Now, then I go to jail, dude. I don't want to spend a day in jail.
Like you could beat my ass.
Because it's too hard to just do what you're supposed to do, right? That's too hard.
It ain't that hard. And if you need a new idiot for the show, my sister-in-law needs a job. Now, she can make all excuses all day that she wants, but she can use an iPad.
Yeah, she probably doesn't want to work either.
So, and there you go, B.
He can see me lifting the Red Bull to my mouth.
Right.
And
no,
then,
I'm sorry. I was looking at the screen.
Can you imagine a radio show with Tom A., Joe Biden, and John Fetterman?
Oh, my Lord. By the way, did you guys see that Dr. Oz touted a surprise endorsement yesterday from Fetterman's hometown newspaper? And by the way, saying they've had enough too. So, look, Fetterman is probably a nice enough guy, even though his political views are way, way, way too far to the left. But he's not able to go to Washington, D.C. I mean, he would just be a puppet for Nancy Pelosi
probably
and the left, because he just doesn't have the mental faculties to get it done himself. So if you elect John Fetterman, Pennsylvania, it's like us electing Ben Ray Lujan. I'm just saying. Not far from that. All right, we're going to give you a chance to qualify for cash coming up this morning. Looks like the second potential labor deal between the railroad unit and the Biden administration was rejected. So have you forgotten about that? The railroad is supposedly going to go on strike. Biden temporarily avoided that strike by going to the unions. The unions are his buddies. And that was about a month ago. Well, now, time to go back to the table. They came back with a plan and rejected the first plan. So let me get this. We won't have diesel for the trucks. We won't be able to ship stuff on the railroad. We're in a world of hurt. Thank you, Democratic Party. By the way, if you are planning to vote blue, think about all this, please. Morning, how you doing? Where are you calling from this morning?
Oh, man, here's Pat, buddy. Hey, I wish I could have been in Santa Fe, watched the big show yesterday when Biden showed up. You got you've got a groper and you got a hugger. So what do you do? Grab each other and hug?
Yeah, I mean, I'm wondering if Biden sniffed Michelle.
I wonder if Michelle grabbed him, Hey, is anything down there anymore?
Yeah, you might need to go get that testosterone shot.
Yeah, really.
So
you guys have a great day. I'll talk to y'all later.
Thank you. Taking out the trash, being brought to you by Trash Eaters. 575-390-4549, reminding you to give to Lovington Shelter so they can spay and neuter your animals. And if you need residential trash pickup, give them a call or just go to the website, trash-eaters.com. Oh, another disaster could be coming. Delta pilots vote to strike for new contracts. Wait, we're coming up right ahead of Christmas and holiday travel. Delta airline pilots say they're going on strike for a better contract. By the way, yesterday was the day they released their press release from the Airlines Pilots Association for Delta. 99% of pilots authorized the strike. Last time there was a strike, it was 2019, and it could happen again right in the middle of the last quarter of the year. Delta could be going on strike. I had to think, who am I flying with?
Right.
United. So I go United and EVA Airlines. So coming up December 3rd, I'm not that far away. All right, we're going to talk about an Arizona tenant charged with killing his landlord. We'll talk about that. Text line 877-396-W105.
It's foggy around Hobbs, guys. Pretty bad. Turn your lights on, says the text. And, the radio station grew their own dope. Tom.
It definitely is getting stupider by the day.
And if you cut grass like you shave your face, I don't want you touching my grass with a 10-foot pole, says the text.
By the way, I seen the video. It wasn't not even close.
Yeah, and I'm not real sure that there's going to be a diesel shortage. Maybe another scare tactic.
No, there's going to be a diesel shortage. This is a global issue. There will be a diesel shortage. Our reserves are now, I think it's 19 days.
Is that what it is? Huh. Hey, Patricia from West Odessa says, if there's going to be a diesel shortage, this country will shut down and the oil field will come to a screeching halt. That doesn't count the over-the-road drivers, says the text.
I mean, I want you to think about this. If and when this does happen, can you imagine the grocery stores?
Ooh, right. Right. And 505 Liberal says, really, you people are curious if MLG gropes Biden? Get a life. This is the Republicans.
Do you want her to grope? Do you want her to grope you?
It's a joke, 505.
And by the way, she's the one that paid $150,000 to shut a guy up. By the way, James Holloman is not shutting up now because she violated the privacy of the agreement. Mm-hmm. She violated that agreement.
Sure did.
So now he's speaking out. And by the way, do you know that he's received death threats? His family has received death threats. That's pretty sad. That's pretty sad. All because you want to take up for the governor who has groped a gay man.
And got away with it.
Oh, she got away with it. Nobody would charge her. Nobody. Morning, how you doing? Where are you calling from this morning?
Oh, we calling here from the patch on the topic for the diesel.
Yeah.
So my question is on this whole diesel shortage. Y'all think we're going to have another COVID crisis coming with all these grocery stores and toilet paper deals again?
Get
or what,
your supplies.
Yeah, look, I don't think that people, I really don't believe that they could pull a wool over Americans' head again. I could be off, but I just don't know if we're that stupid to let them do it again.
Well, look at who's leading us. I mean,
yeah, you're right about that. But at some point we're going to have to stand up.
Well, first off, we got to get this working crowd back up to our full potential.
Yeah, no doubt. Nobody wants to work. That's problem number one.
Get off their lazy asses. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Come on, America, wake up.
Yep. 705 KWMW Mildrimore 105.1 FM. New numbers coming out of the Secretary of State's office. 127,000. 134 Democrats voted. GOP 78,648. These numbers up 5 o'clock yesterday afternoon. 27,103 for the Independents. Libertarian 1259, and others got 781 votes total. 234,925 early votes. That includes mail-in votes, absentee votes, and people that went in and voted in person.
So in early voting, Democrats are beating us 2-1.
Well,
almost.
We hopefully show up at the polls on Election Day. I'm praying. Arizona tenant charged with killing his landlord after a rent dispute. So the Arizona man charged with first-degree murder, allegedly killing his landlord after that rent dispute in Mojave County, Arizona. They arrested Michael Turner, 31, accused of murdering the landlord, Joshua Baker. Turner lived in one of Baker's homes, and they got into a rent dispute, and he killed him instead of paying. Florida ranks number 1 in National Education Freedom Report Card.
Wow.
Florida is the number 1 state. Who's
DeSantis? DeSantis is the governor.
Oh, Ron DeSantis. Oh, wow. Ron DeSantis is the governor of Florida? I had no idea.
Well, he's leading the charge there. So.
Oh, my God. I had no idea. That wasn't the question. The question is who's last? That was the question.
New Mexico?
Yes. So looks like the drummer for the Red Hot Chili Peppers was with the Dead Kennedys before Red Hot Chili Peppers. D.H. Pelgrano passed away. He was 63 years old. Name one song by the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Tom.
Arrested Development.
He's got it, right, Will? He's spot on.
No.
Spot on. Looks like a Florida man exposed in a fraudulent deed said that he was the owner of the Epstein property. And then accused of trying to hire a hitman to cover up his federal crimes. So the Zorro Ranch outside of Santa Fe, this guy, is not the owner, and tried to say that he was the owner, and he has been arrested and charged with a handful of crimes. Epstein Ranch belonged to Epstein. Sorry, nobody else. Unless it belonged to Hillary, and I didn't know about it. 708. Tom, wrap up text. We're going to take a break, look at news. We're going to qualify folks for cash this week, being brought to you by the Geo Group.
All right, B, there's a head-on collision, 285 outside Malaga, and I'll try to get our guy here to give us more information. That report being brought to you by
Luke Ragsdale, RagsdaleLawFirm.com.
And good morning, Tom. Hey, thanks for having Yvette yesterday at your fine radio station, but please, next time, ask B to let her talk. We asked her one question. She just took off.
Dude, we barely said words at all.
That's right.
She talked the entire time.
She did. And the one rule in radio, hey, they want to talk, just let them roll. And that's what we do.
I was at the airport yesterday morning in Monroe, Louisiana. Yesterday morning, one TSA employee was doing 3 jobs. Pre-check, regular check, and running the scanner.
I actually told one of my sons to go apply for the job in Lubbock because they have openings. Nobody wants to work. By the way, let me get back to Yvette. So Yvette didn't have 90% of the time?
At least.
Oh, she did.
I mean, I squeezed in one question, and Tom was sleeping in here, and so...
On his feet, too, which I didn't know it was even... I've seen giraffes do that, but...
I'm not a horse.
I was sitting there, and B, points at him, and I'm like, dude, he just fell asleep on his feet.
Oh, I've seen him do it before. So, no,
one question.
Believe me, Yvette, I love her, but you can't get a question in edgewise.
Well, she talked what she wanted to talk about. So, hey, I'm sure y'all have probably figured it out, but there's no obvious reason that Texas got rid of Tom and sent him to y'all, says the text. Actually, B brought me to New Mexico.
Oh, boy, I sure the hell regret that.
And then I brought him to Ruidoso. So
yes, you did what?
I brought you to Ruidoso.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
How the hell you brought me to Ruidoso?
Well, they asked, where's B? He's up in Arkansas. Does he want to come down? Yeah, I haven't given him a call. I said, okay.
So you got me a job?
Yeah, I got you the interview to come down.
Nobody got me an interview.
Yeah, sure did.
Jerm, I don't know if I can read any of that. Okay, I'm going to try. So you guys will have to forgive us. If you got little kids, you might want to tell them to go away for a little bit. B, why do you call yourself a coon ass? I just looked up what it meant, and it said a coon ass is a cross between a bow-legged New Orleans whore and a mullet-eating marsh alligator with bad breath and a dime in his pocket, hatched somewhere in the Atchafalaya Basin. Did I say it wrong?
Atchafalaya Basin.
Yeah, there you go. In southwestern Louisiana, in
That's
an
where I'm
underwater
from.
catfish hole, the boudin skin used for a condom having busted during intercourse the previous summer.
I am a proud coon ass, and that's not the definition.
That's a big long definition term.
I think someone hacked your phone.
And Tom A. is my man, says the texter.
You want to take him?
House calls.
You want to take him? I'm just asking. Do you want him? Because you can adopt him for hardly nothing.
Call Tom A. El Sancho.
That's what they said. Yeah, I'm the man.
I'm just going to say, if Tom A. is Sancho, you got bigger problems.
I'm telling you.
And line out, this is about the same wreck, I believe. Wreck on 285 about mile marker 16. Let me text my guy. Maybe Matt will give us some more information on that.
All right, we'll keep you updated with everything going on. Quick check of the weather being brought to you by Rig Outfitters and the home store. Extensive collection of FR jeans, coveralls, shirts, gloves, whatever you need to go to work in the oil field, they've got it, and including furniture, appliances, and electronics with zero down financing at Rig Outfitters. And Scrub Outfitters, located right next to Rig Outfitters in the Broadmoor Mall, has a large selection of medical scrubs, compression socks, comfy shoes, and the equipment to go to work in the medical field. Find them both inside the Broadmoor Mall. High temperature today. Lots of fog this morning. Slow down. 71 for the high, 52 tonight. Foggy tonight. Foggy tomorrow morning at a high of 75. Most of that fog will be gone by Thursday. We're going to keep you updated with everything going on. Tom will look at news just around the corner. Our national anthem and our pledge this morning being brought to you by Rebecca Long. She's your Farmers Insurance agent. Give her a call, 575-393-2661. Rebecca Long can take care of your home, auto, your life insurance, commercial insurance, and more. Started with farmers when she was 19 years of age. Started her own business at the age of 19. 20 plus years later, 40 years later, still going strong, still helping people save money, and still helping people in the times of emergencies. Give her a call today. She serves Lee, Eddy, and Chaves County, 575-393-2661. Give Rebecca Long a call today. God bless America. God bless you. We're being the Breakfast Club, 713.
We are the Dominguez family from Hobbs, New Mexico.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight last gleaming, whose brush stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we won were so
God bless America. God bless you. 7:15, large prayer this morning being brought to you by Judah Oil.
Exodus 14 says, Moses answered the people, "Don't be afraid. Stand firm, and you will see the deliverance that God will bring to you."
Large prayer this morning being brought to you by Jude Oil. It's 7:16 on W105.
Hi, my name is Jose Luevno. I work for Jude Oil. Would you please join us in saying the Lord's Prayer? Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
7:16, we're W105. Quick check of the weather being brought to you by WWRV. Give them a call this morning, 988-0392. Reminding you that if you're just moving to the area, looking for a place to park your RV, they have 3 RV parks in one, WWRV3.com. They have 162 RV sites with 30 and 50 amps available. All utilities included in one price. And they have wired internet at each one of their sites. Premiered wired internet for gaming and streaming. They're pet friendly, they're well lit, and they're very quiet for the working folks. WWRV3.com for more information. Very foggy out there this morning. High 71. That fog should burn off after 9 o'clock this morning. 52 tonight, foggy tonight, and then foggy tomorrow morning. 75 for the high. We're getting close to 80 by Thursday. Checking in, finding out what's going on with news. Tom A. and Look at News being brought to you by Ragsdale Law Firm. Luke Ragsdale. Call Luke this morning. His number, 575-208-5300. Reminding you, he settled verdicts like one case in the past settled for more than $10 million in the oil field. $9 million in a medical malpractice case. If you've been involved in a slip and fall or a car accident, Luke Ragsdale is your guy. Also, he can take care of you if you've gotten involved in a criminal issue. Luke's number, 575-208-5300. Give him a buzz today. Tom and News coming up next. Let's qualify some folks on W105.
The Geo Group in Hobbs presents the W105 Cash Blowout.
Call now. Call now.
Call 877-396-W105 now. Be one of the first 5 people to call in for your chance to win $105. The W105 Cash Blowout.
I want my money.
I want it now.
Call in now to win.
I'm Tom A. Reese with MTD Radio News, in charge of Southeast New Mexico and West Texas. In a media release, the Eddy County Sheriff's Office reports that in March of this year, they were contacted by Constructors, Inc. in reference to a fraudulent use of the company's fleet gas card. The fraudulent use of the company's credit card amounted to about $1.2 million in purchases. Then last month, after an extensive investigation, David Rochelle of Hobbs was arrested and charged with 6 counts of fraudulent use of a credit card more than $20,000 and 1 count of theft of a credit card by taking or retaining possession of a credit card. An arrest warrant has been issued for Blake Ledbetter, a former City of Artesia employee who worked as a tech in the city's water department, for allegedly stealing thousands of dollars worth of brass meant for the city projects, that according to Artesia Police. Police responded to a tip from the steel depot in August that a man had brought in hundreds of pounds of brass over the course of 10 days. Police noted that the stolen brass totaled out at about $8,600. The depot gave Ledbetter about $600 for the metal. Xcel Energy announced on Monday that it will quit using coal and retire its coal plants by 2030. The company stated it's accelerating its clean energy transition. The decision to move away from coal mirrors the 30 by 30 and 50 by 50 environmental priorities proposed by President Biden. District 2 U.S. Representative Yvette Herro is in Alamogordo today as she makes her final swing through this region in hopes of being reelected to the District 2 seat. She was in Jowell on Monday and spoke to MTD Radio News on the importance of getting out and vote.
It doesn't matter to me if they go early or vote on day of. We had just got to not be complacent because
we're voting for really is for faith, freedom, family. I mean, it is the values that are important to New Mexicans. And I remind people all the time, the most important person on the ballot is not going to be me or my opponent or Mark Ronchetti. It's going to be you, the voter.
Harold will wind up her Commitment to America tour in Albuquerque on November the 7th. In charge of the news for Southeast New Mexico and West Texas, I'm Tom A. Reese.
The Republican Party of Lee County and Lee County Federated Republican Women are encouraging everyone to exercise their right to vote. There is so much at stake in this election. New Mexico is energy rich. We don't need to import oil and gas from other countries because we can produce what America needs right here at home in Lee, Eddy, and Chavez counties. Our elected Democrat officials continue to make it difficult to produce oil and gas in southeast New Mexico. If reelected, they will continue to put an end to the oil and gas industry. We need everyone to vote Republican and vote down the ballot. Every vote is critical to protect our jobs, provide a living for our families, and to protect our traditional conservative values. Encourage your family and friends to vote Republican. Lee, Eddy, and Chavez counties can be the change in this election. If we all vote Republican, we can turn New Mexico around and put an end to the 90 years of Democrat control in New Mexico. Also, please vote no on all constitutional amendments. They look good on paper, but are not good for New Mexico.
Paid for by the Lee County Federated Republican Women.
HF Sinclair is throwing a community-wide party, and it's all free. So bring your family and friends. Come out to Heirloom Acres this Saturday, November 5th, 3 until 7 p.m. for free hot dogs, free face painting and pumpkin smashing, a free zip line and photo booth, a free corn maze and tractor train rides, plus lots of HF Sinclair giveaways. Fun for all and totally free. The HF Sinclair Community Party, Saturday, November 5th, 3 until 7 p.m. at Heirloom Acres. HF Sinclair, formerly Holly Frontier. A new name, but definitely not new to the neighborhood.
Multiple job opportunities are available at Lobo Trucking. Lobo Trucking needs vacuum truck drivers in Hobbs and at Artesia. Day or night shifts. Lobo Trucking's yard in Artesia needs a shop mechanic. And in their Hobbs yard, they need accounts payable and accounts receivable clerks. Call dispatch for an interview with Nathan Gibbs, 575-391-1331. Drivers ask about their sign-on bonus during the interview. 575-391-1331. Lobo Trucking is an equal opportunity employer.
I'm Tom A. Reese.
And I'm Kevin B. from B on the Breakfast Club.
New Mexico House Republicans support the working men and women of New Mexico.
NMHRCC strongly supports the energy industry and the thousands of hardworking people that make energy decisions every day.
The industry is under attack today by environmental extremists and progressive Democrats in Santa Fe that want to destroy your jobs and your family's security and future.
The New Mexico House of Republicans, led by Jim Towson, are fighting to protect the industry and your jobs. But we need your help. We are raising money to protect and elect candidates that support you, your family, and your company.
Would you please help us? Would you please send us a financial contribution so that we can fight for you? Let's get more people to Santa Fe to help Jim Townsend protect our industry. Today, we're asking you for your help. Please, let's not let the industry be ruined by the left-wing extreme.
Join the fight to elect more Republicans in New Mexico. Donate today at nmhrcc.org. That's nmhrcc.org. Paid for by the NMHRCC.
SDR Enterprises, LLC of Hobbs is proud to be a sponsor in the MTD Radio Holiday Food Fight, the fight against hunger. At SDR Enterprises, they are big on family and what it means to be together during the holidays. Join in the fight on Saturday, November 5th from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. for this Tri-County event in helping provide peace and comfort for families in need during this Thanksgiving season. Together, we are all united in the fight against hunger.
You don't want to miss the two-day fishing derby brought to you by Carlsbad Boys and Girls Club. Mark your calendar Saturday, November 12th and Sunday the 13th for your chance to win $1,000 for the biggest bass by weight, a tag fish for $1,000, plus other cash and prizes including guns and a dirt bike to be given away. Registration will begin Friday, November 11th, starting at 1 p.m. at the beach in Carlsbad. It's being brought to you by Keller Williams Infinity Real Estate, Forest Tire, Steady Trucking, SBT Services, TriStar Services, Varco Electric, and the City of Carlsbad. For more information, go to the Boys and Girls Club of Carlsbad Facebook page. And special thanks to the Lodgers Tax of Carlsbad.
Authorized and paid for by the New Mexico Justice Project.
Hey, hon, have you seen all this Elaine Allen stuff?
Oh, no. I've been meaning to warn you about that whole thing. She is not who she says she is.
Really?
Yeah, she's no conservative. Not at all. In fact, she was the only Lincoln County commissioner to vote against the Second Amendment resolution.
What? She voted against protecting our gun rights?
Yep, she sure did. Elaine Allen voted no on protecting the Second Amendment.
Well, never mind then. I'm out. No way I'm voting for her. Who's her opponent?
A very conservative Republican named Harlan Vincent, and the National Rifle Association has already endorsed him.
Yeah, I bet they have, and for good reason. She would be just one more vote for Lujan Grisham's anti-gun agenda. We sure don't need her representing us in Santa Fe. The NRA has endorsed the right candidate in this race, Republican Harlan Vincent, and I'm endorsing Harlan too. Harlan Vincent, conservative Republican for state representative.
And I'd be delighted to sit down and compare my IQ to yours if you'd like, Frank.
Be in the Breakfast Club, being powered by Carlsbad Chevrolet and carlsbadchevrolet.com. Don't let life get you down. It's B and the Breakfast Club.
Alrighty then. The horses are in the gate, and we are all set for the Halloween Derby. And they're off. Kids in costumes come out first, followed by moms taking way too many pictures and dads saying enough already. And as we hit turn 1, trick-or-treating has started to get going, followed by even more pictures, and I've got to post this on Facebook. On to the backstretch now, where someone's shoe is untied is holding up trick-or-treating, and now here comes Kid Who Needs a Bathroom from out of nowhere! And down the stretch they come! Kid Who Needs a Bathroom is followed by Pee in the Bushes, but even more pictures are in the way! Dad's saying enough already are no match for moms taking way too many pictures, and trick-or-treating is nowhere to be found. And as we hit the wire, it's moms taking way too many pictures, followed by I've got to post this on Facebook, and even more pictures. Trick-or-treating was the heavy favorite, but it was no match for moms taking way too many pictures. That was like taking candy from a baby.
Tom, you missed trick-or-treating.
Yeah, I did. I wanted to do a story on it. But I got another story out of it. So
by the way, I went to do a story. Ready for this, Will? I went to do a story. I got a soundbite, and I never did the story.
Right.
What's the other story?
Right. Well, the other story, I'll run it tomorrow. It has to do with Lovington, which is a significant story.
I'm surprised it has to do with Lovington.
Yeah. If I don't go cover the Halloween, I don't get this story. So
yeah, I'm very surprised it had to do with Lovington.
Yeah.
Very surprised. I'm totally surprised.
Well.
You mean it had nothing to do with, like, Artesia?
No.
Not even Hobbs, because I like staying close to home.
Sure you do.
All right, 7:38. I'm talking about you. Not me. 7:38, things that happened on this date in history coming up this morning. Got a lot of things to still discuss. New polling numbers coming out on the governor's race. Has it neck and neck. I'll get to that coming up this morning. Also, text line open. Tom A. is in charge.
All right, good morning, guys. Says text. I want to give a shout out to the Caveman and Cave Girls cross-country teams. Yeah, they headed to state after they came in first place. The girls, the boys in first, the girls in third against Clovis, and also to the Caveman football team going to the playoffs, even though they lost to Hobbs. And Tom, the only thing you're going to be in charge of is your own stupidity and literacy. Thank you for B and the Breakfast Club, says the text. Boy, that was very nice. And I saw Tom dressed as a wrestler for trick-or-treating at the buffet. Laugh out loud, says the text. I didn't go to the buffet, man. I was covering the deals.
You were covering the buffet?
Mm-hmm.
Or was the buffet covering you?
Well, yeah. And I hope...
Wait.
What?
You were covering a story at the buffet?
No, you said that. No, there was no good buffets that open late at night.
Who trick-or-treats late at night?
Right,
I just got to say.
And I hope we do. Boy, this
Jesus Christ. Help me.
And this text is kind of crazy. He said, I hope we do shut down the oil field. I need some vacation. I guess he was kidding on that one.
So am I the only one that finds that you tell Tom something and then he agrees with you? Yeah.
No. And another text.
Well, am I wrong?
No, that's 100% right.
Take your swig because this
Jeffrey
is
Dahmer was a great guy. Yeah.
He might have been when he was young. And another text, I don't know if we read it or not, but a coon ASS is living above Highway 10, says the
By the way, coon ass is somebody that lives in Acadian, small section of Louisiana, southeast New Mexico. I mean, southeast Louisiana. So,
yeah. I've never been to Louisiana. I've driven through Baton Rouge.
I'll tell you what, if you go, I'll feed you to the gators.
I went through Baton Rouge on the
By
way
the
to
way,
Orlando.
that's a lot of feed.
Yeah. But I've been through, I got a ticket there.
Well, good.
In Baton Rouge.
You probably deserved it.
Yeah. And I paid it, but they never sent me a receipt back. Out of town tickets, aren't they supposed to send you a receipt back if you pay it?
No.
No?
No.
Well.
No.
That's probably why. All right, so that text that I read, it says that if we do shut down the oil field, I need some vacation. He says, no, I wasn't serious. He goes,
Supreme Court is on the verge of challenging affirmative action. By the way, Justice Thomas making a comment said affirmative action. Do we need affirmative action today? So let's talk about affirmative action. Tom, are you a backer of affirmative action?
No.
Hiring people
because of the race?
And just because they're race. And major universities admitting people based on not grades, not on productivity, but on color of skin. You okay with that?
No, I'm not. Never have been.
So Justice Thomas is like, "Nyeh." So will it pass? I say do it. We're in almost 23. Do away with affirmative action. Look, I'm not saying that it didn't have a place, but the time has come where it's gone. The time and place is gone. We need to base people in by not the color of their skin, but on merit and merit alone. If somebody has great test scores, then they should get the scholarship. Not the person that has a lesser ability and is a certain color.
Best person for the job, best qualified.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple. Anything else that you do is racist. It is. And there is no such thing as reverse racism. It's just racist.
Yeah.
If you choose someone for a job because they're white, and don't have the job skill, you're a racist. If you choose someone that doesn't have the job skills and is black, but you choose them because they're black, you're a racist. And the government should not in any way be trying to even the playing field. That is not the government's job, to even the playing field. We should be looking for the best candidate for the job. We should be looking for the best student to go to that university, not based on skin color, based on what they bring to the table. Nothing more, nothing less.
Well, I remember my first job out of college was as a newspaper
Yeah,
writer.
you probably got it because
No.
of affirmative action.
There was an African American and I were competing for the same job.
I mean, how would that make you feel?
Well, and I said
if you got the job, not because of your merit, because of the color of your skin.
Well, I said to the editor, I know you guys are doing this affirmative hiring thing. I don't want to be a part of it. I said, I've never written a professional story before, but I've got the tools to do it. And
I haven't written one since.
Well, and they ended up choosing me. But I said, if you're going to do that, choose that other guy. No, I don't want your job. If you can't choose me on my degree and my merits as a college student, which I had some good ones, I said, I don't want the job.
I've actually read some of your writings.
So, like when?
Well, who takes care of the issues file?
That would be you, B.
Who would have to read these sentences and go, look, I barely got out of high school. I will admit it.
Tom, you act like B's never seen your articles that you've written before.
He's read. All he's read is the ascertainments. That's different from writing an article.
He's read your articles in the record and some other things.
Yeah, as a sports writer, absolutely. That's where I cut my teeth on.
How is that different?
And they wouldn't look. No newspaper in this area would hire you if you can't write a sentence. So, plus I'm an award-winning broadcaster too, so that goes a long way.
And why did you win those awards?
Because somebody else did the work for you. You are the perfect definition of affirmative action. By the way, Supreme Court will hear affirmative action
again.
And why is there a need for affirmative action in 2023?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
And see, this brings on the entitlement mentality all over again. Look, if you're Hispanic and are best qualified, by God, let's hire you. If you're black and the best candidate, let's hire you. If you're white and you're a terrible candidate, let's not hire you. Let's hire the best. And you know what? Businesses want to hire the best qualified person. Productivity is counting on that.
Yeah, I was going to say the person that's going to be the most productive that's going to contribute to the company.
But affirmative action has no place in college admissions or in the workforce. Those days have come and passed. They're done. New poll of 2,000 single and casually dating Gen Zers and millennials in America revealed that 60% are more likely to respond to a first message they receive on a dating app that is funny or clever. So if you're trying to get a millennial or Gen Zer, cleverness is so important. Wait a minute. Gen Zers and millennials actually have a sense of humor? I was totally blown away by that. And survey says 2,000 American parents, they asked a question dealing with kids between the age of 3 and 15. 2/3 of the respondents say they have stolen candy from their kids. Of course you have. I have also. I mean, the kid can't eat all that. I mean, I got to take advantage of it. So, yeah, I'll take their candy. You don't want them to have it all. Another study says 2 minutes of extensive exercise could add years to your life. So just 2 minutes a day could add years to your life.
That's it.
2 minutes. For a lot of guys out there, that's their love life. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. And Avatar, sequel to the movie Avatar, is on its way to the theaters. It's going to be called Avatar, The Way of the Water. So, Avatar Part 2. Is that one of the ones you like, Will? Avatar, is that more of... I have no idea.
It's definitely a sci-fi, and I like James Cameron, so I'm anxious to see it.
By the way, it's please don't drink the soda if you're going to the movie. It's 3 hours and 10 minutes long. 3 hours and 10 minute long movie. That's long. That's very long. All right, we're going to talk about the rig count. Boob of the day coming up in a second. Things that happened on this date in history. Text line open, 877-396-W105. Morning show this morning. Text line being brought to you by Kubota. You can find them at Amigo Machinery and Roswell, or amigo-machinery.com. Go talk to Bill today. Question of the day. What song makes you cry? It's up on Facebook already this morning. Being brought to you by Lovington Auto Supply, your Napa dealer, Avenue D and Lovington. And if you're watching on YouTube, Rumble, Facebook, Twitch, or anywhere else, you can thank Desert Sand Waterwell online at desertsandsnm.com. Mitch and B in the Breakfast Club get a 10% discount today. Rig count up. We'll get to that next.
And without affirmative action, says the text, would you have hired Tom A? B? Ask the texter.
No. Yeah,
see, he hired me on my skills. And I actually was going to go work for you in Uvalde.
No,
remember?
You asked the question, would I have hired you without affirmative action? And I said no, meaning that, thank you.
And then you hired me to go to Roswell. So, hey, you must have thought something of me, right? Right? And you hired me to come here, right?
We actually have to check the box.
I don't think so. And Texter says, it's not stealing candy that's called paying their dues for taking their punk ASS's trick-or-treating, says the text. And Mark from Lovington, he texts in, without affirmative action. Oh, I'm sorry, I read the same one. And I'm sorry, I can't see. Hey, Tom does, I can't read it. I can't read it. I'm sorry. He read it, he wrote it wrong. So, I'm not reading it.
Hey, Tom, does B sound stupid to you? Ha 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 ha, or just me?
I'm sorry, I couldn't read it.
What was so hard about reading that?
I couldn't read it. I mean,
I am literally looking at your screen.
But it was fuzzy. I mean, it fuzzed out for a second.
Dude, it
fuzzed out.
Clear and huge.
It fuzzed out.
It fuzzed out.
What do you mean it fuzzed out?
Well, I lost focus. I couldn't read it for a second, and I don't got my glasses on.
So your eyes lost focus.
Exactly. Now,
it's not its fault.
If you feed Tom to the Gators, he will need Gatorade. Ask the text.
Yeah, I tell you what, they'll be eating on him for a week.
A lot of meat there, huh, baby? Me?
They'll be like kind of greasy, though.
And for someone, says the text, who doesn't go to the buffet, Tom seems to be seen at them a whole bunch. Laugh out loud, says the text. Me?
You're 100% right. Mad Dog on the phone. Then we'll talk about rig count, and a Maryland family buys a casket. You're not going to believe what they found inside the casket. I'll get to that next. Morning, how you doing? Where are you calling from?
Oh, it's Mad Dog from Hobbs.
Mad Dog, what's up?
I wanted to get my lick in early before I didn't get around to it. But, I can't imagine that anybody at this point in the game hadn't made their mind up on who they're going to vote for.
Mm-hmm.
But I just left a grocery store, and I spent nearly $100, and I didn't get very much. And, if you're on the fence, and for those that haven't voted or like in the past haven't voted, you better get your butts out there and vote, because if you don't, and Grisham and the rest of these clowns that are running the show right now get put back at ourselves. So get out and vote, and don't pass up the opportunity to get your vote in, because this is important. And
Mad Dog, do you know there's actually people that believe that she's done an awesome job?
Oh yeah, well, there's people that believe Biden's done an awesome job, and I just can't imagine who those people are and where they went to school, because the economy is in a shambles compared to what it was 2 years ago. And I will say this, and I probably shouldn't say it. I'm not going to say it, but there are people that just hate Trump so bad that and I will say this, that I'm related to or in association with that hate the guy so bad that they'd vote for anybody besides Trump.
Well,
but anybody that supports Trump, like old Carrie Lake.
Yeah,
I guarantee you that lady is pretty sharp.
Trump is not on the ballot, though. Trump is not on the ballot.
They keep throwing up January 6th, and anybody that's associated with him is the enemy. And I'm going to tell you right now, she could run circles around that other lady. All she does, she's just a basement dweller, Katie Hobbs. And these races shouldn't even be close. Fetterman, I don't believe that he's going to win, but it shouldn't even be close. The guy, when people saw him in that debate, they should have said, that poor guy needs to be rehabbed.
Well, he needs to be sitting at home. He needs to be sitting at home. There's no reason why he should be running that race, for sure.
Did you hear? He said it more than once, he refers to the Constitution, I believe, is what he's trying to say, as the liberty of statute. Because he said nowhere in there does it say anything about bringing your huddled masses. And I'm like, and he started the debate by saying good night, everyone.
Yeah, I know. It's sad. It's sad that they put him in that situation. Hey, I appreciate you, Mad Dog. Take it easy. Rig count in the Permian Basin compared to last year showing positive signs for production, while production in the Permian Basin has increased. President Biden made an announcement yesterday that is causing a lot of unrest. Oil and gas industry has been up and down all year due to inflation and the Ukrainian war. But the tax that President talked about inflicting on the oil and gas industry could be a terrible sign for those that are planning their budgets for next year. I'm just saying, look, these guys sit down and decide where they're going to spend their money. And by the president making such a dumb comment, are they going to spend that money domestically or internationally? It's a stupid thing to say when these guys are deciding where to spend their money. They don't have to drill for oil and gas in the United States. There are plenty of other countries that they can go to and drill for oil and gas. It's a dumb comment by the president. And the man accused of shooting his wife at the Albuquerque Walmart now being charged with federal charges. 63-year-old Maurice Lacey walked into the break room at the Walmart and shot his wife in the back of the head.
Oh, my.
Witnesses told investigators he accused her of cheating. At last check, the victim is in stable condition. In addition, the state charges, he has been charged with felony charges. Lacey charged with federally with felon in possession of a handgun. Court records show that he was convicted of drug trafficking in 1994, was not supposed to be in possession of a handgun.
Shot her in the back of the head and she's still alive?
Yeah, she's still alive. And for all these people that are for gun rights, how quick is it that a felon can find a gun? How quick was it that Chris Beltran got his hands on a gun? See, the problem with that analogy is that criminals will find guns. Criminals will find guns. Not really that difficult. And according to the Monahans Police Department, a woman found dead in Monahans Thursday night.
My goodness.
That was last Thursday night. The body of Karen Lynn Smith has been found. Investigators say they found the body and they arrested Randall Smith and placed him under arrest. By the way, that's her son.
Oh, my goodness.
That's her son. He has been charged with murder. No other details released on this case at the time, coming out of Monahans, Texas.
You still work there?
I worked in a newspaper. Mm-hmm. They gave me a job. I was the affirmative action of the affirmative action.
That one didn't exist then.
Texas Shoe Company tricks burglars with preventing their tactics. Fort Worth, Texas shoe store burglarized Friday morning, but due to security measures taken by the shop owners, they didn't get a whole bunch. Lace Connections owner Chad Stewart posted a video surveillance from the burglary that took place Sunday, posted up on Facebook, which shows 3 men rummaging around the stockroom that was filled with shoes. They were looking for the particular shoes, high-end sneakers. By the way, they weren't there, though.
Oh.
He had taken them all home. How bad is it that you have to take all the shoes home to prevent thieves from stealing the shoes? Boob of the day coming up in a second, 10 minutes away from 8 o'clock. Homeland Security. Are we paying for transgender surgeries?
Yeah.
We'll talk about that. So so when it comes to transition and that type of stuff. The American taxpayers paying for that. I'll get to that coming up in a sec.
All right, Smokey, Florida says, Vince's Gills, the song Go Rest on the High Mountain, I played it at my dad's funeral, and every time I hear it, it brings a tear to my eye. Another
Go rest high on that mountain.
Right. And another text says, the Teddy Bear song. That's Patricia from West Texas. That's a nice song. And Rocket, not stealing candy is a lesson in taxation, says Rocket this morning. And it's awfully super foggy on the Delaware Basin Road.
Terrible out there right now.
Be careful.
Who sings Teddy Bear?
Red Steagle, I believe.
No, close. At least you got the first name right. You're in the neighborhood. Red Silvine.
Red Silvine, yeah, that's right. Great oldie song.
Oh, Teddy Bear.
Right.
So are we paying for the transgender surgeries?
I believe we are.
HHS taxpayer-funded transgender surgery policy is under scrutiny. The U.S. Health and Human Services transgender policy towards children is under scrutiny after the latest federal agency to face congressional questions about why are taxpayer dollars pushing the issue and even funding the surgeries. Nancy Mace, Representative Republican from South Carolina, ranking member of the Subcommittee for Civil Rights and Civil Liberties, sent a letter to HHS Secretary Alexander Becerra raising concerns that the agency is promoting life-altering changes for kids.
So we can pay for them to change their gender.
Yeah.
But we can't pay for their cancer to be fixed.
No cancer treatment.
For any other life-changing diseases that they have, we make the parents foot the bill for that, but the government will take up and make sure they can change their gender.
Not much of a agenda, right? Nah.
I'm sorry. That's just sick.
Do you believe that Elon Musk will allow foreign interference on Twitter?
I mean, it depends on what you call interference. Was he going to allow, everybody to have a platform? Yes.
They already did. I mean, Twitter is a global platform. Facebook's a global platform.
Are you talking about Saudi Arabia being a very big stakeholder now?
I don't know. So MSNBC's host, Adrian Mitchell, saying that, and talking to Ben Collins, saying that this new leadership at Twitter could lead to foreign interference on Twitter. And I'm like, you could say the same about YouTube.
When that's different from TikTok, how?
Yeah, you could say the same thing about Google and YouTube. YouTube is another multi-global platform that has people from pretty much every country on there. So what's the difference? You don't like Elon Musk. And by the way, congratulations to Elon Musk becoming the richest man in the world, the first
trillionaire?
First African ever to become the richest man in the world.
Wow.
Yeah, so what is it? There was
Tom, he's the first African.
A black gentleman on Twitter was talking about how congratulations to Elon Musk for being the first African American to reach a certain pinnacle, and everybody was like, "Oh, what?" It's like, dude,
he's from Africa.
He's from Africa.
He's from Africa. Tom's
Not
looking at me like
from Africa is black. Just gonna say it.
South Africa, apartheid.
Yeah.
You looking over there like you're very confused.
Well, no, I know he is, and I know where he's from. But did he naturalize? Is he a naturalized citizen now?
He's citizen of the United States now.
Right.
But congratulations for becoming the first African to be the richest man in the world.
Go get him, I think.
He is African, Tom.
Mm-hmm. Hey, nobody's going to stop you from being rich.
Well,
Right.
everybody keeps talking about the fog. Fog real bad in 206 and Carlsbad. Thick fog, 62 180. You guys make sure and drive with your lights on. Be extra safe. Give yourself some extra time to get wherever you're going today.
And taking candy from your children, says Jeffro, is called the dad tax. You have to get them ready to get screwed over their entire life from the big brother tax, says Jeffro this morning.
Agreed.
Hey, take 20% of whatever they get.
Mm-hmm. And hey, B, if the gators that you feed Tom to will end up getting diabetes.
Yeah, they'll get diabetes quick. By the way, our buddy Pat saying, have we heard anything about a shooting west of Artesia Friday night?
No, but I will check.
I'm in charge of the damn news.
They have a new chief over there in Artesia.
I would say start with the sheriff's department, but he said west of Artesia.
West of Artesia.
Well, that might be a
Let me
clue.
check with Matt. Right.
All right, things that happen on this date in history. Boob of the day on the way, and talk about a Halloween surprise. I'll get to that story coming up next. Things that happen on this date in history being brought to you by Hobbs Airfield Speedway. Give Jamal a call today if you need more information. You want to race this weekend. His number 575-631-5099. Big weekend for racing Friday and Saturday at the Hobbs Airfield Speedway. Coming up Friday, they got the Test and Tune. Saturday night, Flashlight Cash Days are back. Limpy will be back on Saturday. True Tire, Small Tire, Tailgate, Daily, Run What You Brung It, and more. You need more information, go to the Facebook page and find out all the information. You can also follow them on TikTok. It's all part of Hobbs Airfield Speedway. They're wrapping up the season, but they are going to be racing throughout the month. Hobbs Airfield Speedway, they are actually racing this weekend. Michelangelo's painting on the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel was exhibited for the first time in 1512. Michelangelo ended up with a stiff neck. William Shakespeare debuted on this date in history in 1604. John Adams became the first president to live in the White House in 1800. He got lost too. Joe Biden got lost, he got lost too. 1870, U.S. Weather Bureau was first established in 1870. Notre Dame and Army football game. Forward pass used for the very first time in 1913. And nowadays, college football, the forward pass has evolved to the primary weapon. Mary Jacob invented the modern soft bra in 1914. She was 19 years old, and she crossed her heart. Whammo invented the Frisbee on this date in 1963. They got a patent, and then they said whammo. All Saints Day going on all day today. Election Day, one week from today. Thanksgiving, 3 weeks from Thursday.
Wow.
Mass singer, Judge Jenny McCarthy is 50 years old today. Take it off, take it off, take it off. She was a Playboy centerfold back in the day.
Wow.
Sophie B. Hawkins is 58. Name one song by Sophie.
Never heard of her.
Benny King.
Won't you stand by me?
Having a birthday today.
Thank you.
Tim Cook, CEO of Apple, turned 62 today. What do you get that guy? He's got everything.
Right.
Lyle Lovett is 65 today. No National Brush Day going on today, All Saints Day, and today is pasta. We kick off Pasta Month. And your favorite pasta, Tom?
I would say the little noodles.
The little noodles.
Mm-hmm. The shell noodles. I like them.
Macaroni.
Boy, you are a pasta connoisseur.
Yeah. I love them. The shell noodles.
I mean, like, the noodles, could be like linguine, could be fettuccine, could be, the noodles.
I miss pasta.
Yeah, some fideo.
Ooh, fideo's good.
Not really. Not really.
You can't even have a little bit of pasta, Will?
I don't know how to break it. You're not supposed to either.
They have some low carb pasta, which actually is not bad.
Right.
And I can have a little bit of that, but I've got different. I'm not just diabetic. I also, because of my bariatric surgery, I can't. My stomach can't tolerate any carbs now.
Have you ever thought about?
I get sick immediately.
You ever thought about going and get the bariatric surgery?
No.
Why not?
Why? I can lose weight on my own. Lost
It's
120
working
pounds.
so well for you.
I was at 420
shut
pounds
up. Here
at
we
one
go
day.
again. Every time he has a discussion, it goes up and up and up.
I haven't weighed myself in a while.
I'm putting you at like 285.
285. Anybody will put money on it? We'll take money right now.
Look, I did it to try to save my kidneys, and I waited too long, and so the damage was already done. I couldn't even though I was. So it's one of those things.
I don't think you could pass. Continue. You have to take a psych test. I don't think you could pass the psych test.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to you.
Oh.
Yeah, in order to get bariatric surgery, you have to be able to, because if eating is a compulsion, then you'll just go back to right where you were.
Yeah, I don't think you'd be able to pass psych test.
Well,
you actually make yourself worse than you were.
I see the banner back there, W105, your country, behind you.
What does that? The hell does that have to do with a psych test?
Well, you said I wouldn't pass it. I just passed it.
What? Not sight, psych, like psychological.
Oh well. That's a different story altogether.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Yeah, they would look at you and go...
right in front of your face that you said went fuzzy a couple of minutes ago. So if we were talking sight, you wouldn't be passing that either.
Yeah, they would go, I think he's got a food allergy. I mean, a food addiction problem. No, we're not going to do the surgery. We're not going to waste the insurance money, and then he'll end up hurting himself.
You really have to take a psych
Yeah,
test.
You have to take a psychological examination.
Well, that's like taking a gender test.
No, they don't want you to hurt yourself because you can't eat that much after the surgery.
Well, hell with that. Then I don't want to have it then. Can't eat what I want.
Just keep killing yourself. It's okay. All right, check of the weather being brought to you by our buddies at Iron River Inspection, ironriverinspection.com. Mike and Matt would love you to give them a call if you need some help. Second-generation pipeliners, they've put together a team. They've got over 300 years of combined experience. They look out for your best interests. If you're at a pipeline right now, you need an inspector, give them a call. They also offer facility inspection, pipeline inspection, industry and safety training. They also are one of the top-notch consulting companies. IronRiverInspection.com, based out of Eunice. They always like me to say, go Cardinals, IronRiverInspection.com. Very foggy out there this morning. It actually feels like it's kind of like misting. I went to get the mail earlier, and it definitely very, very heavy. 71 for the high today. That fog should start burning off in about an hour. Sunny skies this afternoon. Foggy back tonight. 52 tonight. Foggy tomorrow morning as you head into work. 75 tomorrow. And temperatures cooling off in the 60s for Friday. Heading to a ball game Friday night. We're going to be in the 30s. Quick look at the weather being brought to you by Fireman's Pit Barbecue. Ribs, sausage, pulled pork, brisket. They've got it all. And if you want them to cater an event for you, they would love to talk to you. Their number 254-458-3229. Rich is a retired disabled firefighter. Him and his wife put together a plan to, he lost his job when he became disabled. Mm-hmm. They put together a plan to put food on the table. They're licensed. They're bonded. They do a lot of work out in the patch, on location, catering on location. And if you want them to cater your entire Thanksgiving meal, they can do that. Want maybe, smoked turkey? They can accommodate you there. Christmas ham. Give Rich a call. His number is 254-458-3229. Or you can also follow them on Facebook at Fireman's Pit Barbecue. 805 Maryland family ordered a prop casket from for a Halloween party. They found a dead woman's belongings, including her ashes, inside the casket. Baltimore, Maryland family ordered the casket as a prop for a Halloween party. But what they found inside the casket kind of surprised them. The Wazowski family ordered the casket from Facebook Marketplace after they discovered the family took a bunch of TikTok videos around the casket, and when they opened it, they found this woman's belongings and her ashes inside the casket.
Man.
By the way, we really don't want the ashes or her belongings.
No.
By the way, the casket was rented from Freedom Funeral Service, and they have no answer at this point how the ashes and the belongings got inside the casket. Wow. All right, we got Boob of the Day coming up in just a second. We'll keep you updated with everything going on. Good news of the day still to come. Tom, keeping us updated.
And affirmative action, says the text, has no place in America. I'm white, and I wasn't hired by a company while having 15 years of experience in the oil and gas industry. Now, the guy who got the job, he was black, but he had no experience, says the text.
Well, I've been in that situation myself, and it's a total waste of time, and it's not fair. I don't want to pay for somebody else's sins. I don't. If Tom sins, I don't want to have to pay for his sins.
I sin.
So what we're doing, we're saying that back many, many years ago, people, did wrong. Slavery was wrong, and we can all agree on that.
Mm-hmm.
Why should I have to pay for those sins? My family wasn't even here during slavery. Why are you going to prevent me from getting the job? By the way, I don't want no job. I'm just saying.
And I agree with Tom A., says the text. He doesn't have a job because of affirmative action. He has a job because ADA. I don't got ADA. I'm pretty healthy.
What about ED?
That doesn't qualify for a job, does it?
Well, I mean, I'm just you throwing these letters out. I'm just wondering.
That's the one thing I never had, even though my brain was operated on when I was 6. They never put the ADA in there.
What about the ED?
ED came later.
Morning, how you doing? Where are you calling from?
Morning. I'm calling from the patch. I was wondering if you guys had an update on that accident out there south of Malaga on 285.
Not yet. Had texted our undersheriff there in Eddy County. I'm still waiting on a response from that situation.
We're going to take a break. He'll call and see if we can get an update.
All right, I'm heading that way. I'll let you guys know if you don't get any information between now and then.
Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you. Earl Pitts coming up next. So the ED came later, is what you're saying? That could be part of, high blood pressure, medication.
I take 8 pills a day.
Yeah, well, be proud of that. Be damn proud of that.
And I have begun to manage my diabetes well, right? I have changed my eating habits slowly, but surely.
Yeah, them donuts, man.
I didn't say I was perfect.
Do I need to go to the office?
No.
Do I need to go look in your car?
No.
Oh, quit lying.
Sorry, Tom. You've lost any faith that we might have.
Quit lying, man. Serious.
Some of those are old.
You eat that way in front of us. I can't imagine how you eat when we're not there.
Oh, why would you keep old stuff? You know what most people do with old stuff? They throw it away.
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of slow in that department.
Yeah, I bet.
The mice sure appreciate that.
Right.
I'm sure.
And one of the texters says, Tom can go work for Spinnaker. I bet he can run a blender in the pants. Just not the kind of blender. Not that kind of blender.
He can't even run his air filter in his bus.
Oh, I love my air filter, man. I'm telling you.
Which, for those who don't know, is actually an air fryer.
Right. But I gave it a different name so people would understand.
How about
that
calling it by the name that it has, and then people would understand?
Well, that's no fun, B.
You're as bad as the transgender movement.
Yeah.
Text says overeating is a sin. Tom, says the texter.
Well, I mean, look, God said your body is a temple.
Mm-hmm. I don't think that's what he meant, though.
Tom's like, hell, I'm going to build me a mega church. It's like one of those Texas mega churches when you're going through Dallas or Houston and you see them on the side. Damn. It's got a full service swimming pool. It's got 18-hole golf course.
I know it. That crazy.
Now you built a mega church. Joel Osteen is so proud of you. Oh, Jimmy Swaggart. Tom, you built the mega church.
Don't make fun of them. I watch them every day. That's all I got to watch on TV.
And then you make movies. Yeah, you do have something in common with them. Yeah, you do.
You're right, man.
I would rather watch paint dry than watch a charlatan.
Well, they're not charlatans. I never claimed to be a preacher anyway.
I would rather watch paint dry than watch a charlatan.
You know the only difference between Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, and Jimmy Swaggart?
What are they?
The color of their skin.
That's it. That's it. All right, 8:12. We got to take a break. Very foggy out there. Quick look at what is going on. We got an accident to report. Tom, where is that? Just south of Malaga?
Yeah, 285 near Malaga, that according to our last texter, and wanted to know about that. Mile marker 6, one of the other texters said as well. Again, I'm waiting on Matt to give me a response. As soon as we get it, I'm going to call him during the break.
Visibility is not good out there.
Mm-hmm.
It's near zero. I went and checked the mail and couldn't see a car coming on the road. It's bad out there, so slow down and be safe. Morning show this morning being brought to you by Chance Materials, reminding you every project begins with a solid foundation. They have ready-mix concrete, and they give great customer service. Their number, 575-363-3240. Give them a call or go to the website, chancematerials.com. Plants in Roswell and in Carlsbad. They serve all of southeast New Mexico. chancematerials.com. 8:13. Earl Pitts coming up next. Boob of the day on the way. Good news of the day not too far away. News this morning being brought to you by Randall Pettigrew, District 61. He is your state rep, and he would love to chat with you about if you need help with regulatory issues with the state, or maybe it's something about getting your driver's license, or something that you have a great idea for upcoming legislation. Find Randall at randallpettigrew.com. His phone number is right there, his email address, and you can call him, you can text him, send him an email. Either way, he can take care of you. Randy, chosen one of the top 3 conservatives in Santa Fe. randallpettigrew.com for more information. Fox News checks in. Earl Pitts coming up next. Be in the Breakfast Club or W105.
Fox News, I'm Steve Rappaport. Closing arguments on the campaign trail with the midterm elections a week away, but millions of voters have already made up their minds.
As of Monday, 21.5 million people had voted early, either in person or by mail, according to the University of Florida's Elections Project. The campaign finance tracking outlet Open Secrets noted in mid-October, spending by outside groups had broken a midterm record, more than $1.3 billion spent.
Fox's Jessica Rosenthal. A sentencing hearing for Florida high school shooter Nicholas Cruz begins today.
The families of the 17 people he killed at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School on Valentine's Day in 2018 will have their say. Because the jury at his penalty trial couldn't unanimously agree that he deserved a sentence of death, the judge can only give Cruz life without parole.
Fox's Tanya J. Powers. America is listening to Fox News.
You know what makes me sick? You know what makes me so mad? I want to schedule an exam with my proctologist, Dr. Jolly Green Giant. Woo-hoo. I heard the funniest thing the other day. They said macho, masculated, manly men heal up faster from serious injuries. Yeah, you Chuck Norris and Rambo types, of which I am a card-carrying member. We got something inside of us, heals up serious head and spine injuries faster than you girlier men do. And you're females of the species. To which I say, duh. I'll tell you what we got in us that you ain't got. 100% man juice. And let me tell you something. We keep hearing how much health care costs, how the cost of health care is going to break this country. Yeah, well, if this country was only full of manly men, we wouldn't need health care, would we? A manly man gets his arm clipped off in a freak industrial accident. Hell, he wouldn't even go to the doctor. He'd just loosen the tourniquet every 4 or 5 hours, hope a dang thing would grow back. Something smaller, say a couple of fingers get sawed off. Well, what do you think duct tape is for? You see, you hear sometime where some idiot shoots a nail gun into his head and gets rushed to the hospital. That ain't no manly man. Manly man staggers into the bathroom with a claw hammer, looking in the mirror, and he takes care of himself. Your manly man would be in there trying to yank that nail out of his skull, and if he couldn't do it, you know what he'd do? No, he wouldn't go to the emergency room. He'd just hang a picture on his head. That's a manly man. Wake up, America! And it'd be a manly picture, by the way, too. Maybe a topless senorita or a trophy badge. And then later, when the nail fell out, manly man, he'd just spackle his head. It's a fact. Amaro pitch American pizza.
Community involvement is extremely important to Spinnaker Oilfield Cementers. That's why Spinnaker is excited to be supporting the MTD Radio Holiday Food Fight coming up Saturday, November 5th. Keep listening for details on early donation locations, as well as where in your county you can donate during the live broadcast finale. Saturday, November 5th from 11 a.m. to 2, it's the MTD Radio Holiday Food Fight, sponsored in part by Spinnaker Oilfield Cementers.
I'm State Senator Gay Kernan. On November 8th, we have a choice: to accept the status quo of failed progressive policies or to chart a new course. Crime is out of control. Our children are years behind in school, and our livelihoods are at stake. Progressive leaders in Santa Fe have failed to fix our problems. This election is your time to be heard. Please go to your nearest polling station and vote Republican today, because without your help, we cannot change New Mexico. To find your sample ballot and polling location, visit nmvote.org. Paid for by Keep Kernan Committee, Gay G. Kernan.
The Republican Party of Lee County and Lee County Federated Republican Women are encouraging everyone to exercise their right to vote. There is so much at stake in this election. New Mexico is energy rich. We don't need to import oil and gas from other countries because we can produce what America needs right here at home in Lee, Eddy, and Chavez counties. Our elected Democrat officials continue to make it difficult to produce oil and gas in southeast New Mexico. If reelected, they will continue to put an end to the oil and gas industry. We need everyone to vote Republican and vote down the ballot. Every vote is critical to protect our jobs, provide a living for our families, and to protect our traditional conservative values. Encourage your family and friends to vote Republican. Lee, Eddy, and Chavez counties can be the change in this election. If we all vote Republican, we can turn New Mexico around and put an end to the 90 years of Democrat control in New Mexico. Also, please vote no on all constitutional amendments. They look good on paper, but are not good for New Mexico.
Paid for by the Lee County Federated Republican Women.
Smith & Sons Construction Welding Incorporated of Hobbs is a proud sponsor in helping to give back to our community this Thanksgiving season. Spreading kindness through sharing and giving back to those in need. God blesses our lives so we can help others. Join Smith & Sons in helping lift families and holiday spirits at the MTD Radio Holiday Food Fight, a 3-county-wide event coming up Saturday, November 5th. Together, we are all united in the fight against hunger.
All around us, we see change. Our government no longer reflects our values. If we don't act now, we stand to lose the country so many fought and died for. It's time to take back our nation and our Christian principles. Faith, family, and hard work built this country, and they're the values that'll restore it. The Lucky Family of Excellence encourages you to vote in the midterm elections. Together, we can restore America.
Authorized and paid for by the New Mexico Justice Project.
Hey, hun, have you seen all this Elaine Allen stuff?
Oh, no. I've been meaning to warn you about that whole thing. She is not who she says she is.
Really?
Yeah, she's no conservative. Not at all. In fact, she was the only Lincoln County Commissioner to vote against the Second Amendment resolution.
What? She voted against protecting our gun rights?
Yep, she sure did. Elaine Allen voted no on protecting the Second Amendment.
Well, never mind then. I'm out. No way I'm voting for her. Who's her opponent?
A very conservative Republican named Harlan Vincent. And the National Rifle Association has already endorsed him.
Yeah, I bet they have, and for good reason. She would be just one more vote for Lujan Grisham's anti-gun agenda. We sure don't need her representing us in Santa Fe. The NRA has endorsed the right candidate in this race, Republican Harlan Vincent. And I'm endorsing Harlan too. Harlan Vincent, conservative Republican for state representative.
There's spooky specials this week at Bob's Ridgeway. In the butcher shop, Boston butt pork shoulder, $1.49 a pound. Boneless top sirloin steak, $4.77 a pound. Fresh green asparagus, $2.97 a pound. And pick up Hass avocados, 97 cents each. And spooky specials on all your Halloween treats and party essentials. Chip dip party pizzas, your bagged candies from Brock's, Reese's, Hershey's, and Nestle's. Halloween assortments all on special. This weekend, that's just a few of the spooky specials all week long at Bob's Ridgeway, where for 50 years your grocery dollar's always gone farther. 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Hi, I'm New Mexico's 5th District Division I Judge Eileen Reardon. This district covers Chavez, Lee, and Eddy counties. I want to thank all my supporters who believe in me and who have or will vote for me. I have integrity, honesty, and have consistently, to the best of my abilities, performed my judicial duties, and I want to continue as your 5th District Judge. As a voter, it's your privilege to go vote. You can vote early until November 5th or on Election Day, November 8th. Show your support by voting. I'm 5th District Judge Eileen Reardon, and I thank you.
Paid for by the Committee-elect Judge Reardon, Steve McCutcheon, Treasurer.
I'm Judge Reardon, and I approve this message.
Multiple job opportunities are available at Lobo Trucking. Lobo Trucking needs vacuum truck drivers in Hobbs and at Artesia. Day or night shifts. Lobo Trucking's yard in Artesia needs a shop mechanic. And in their Hobbs yard, they need accounts payable and accounts receivable clerks. Call dispatch for an interview with Nathan Gibbs, 575-391-1331. Drivers ask about their sign-on bonus during the interview. 575-391-1331. Lobo Trucking is an equal opportunity employer.
Now more than ever, it is crucial that everyone have a voice on Election Day, Tuesday, November 8th. The Lee County Clerk's Office reminds Lee County residents that early and absentee voting is available throughout the county. Absentee voting by mail is available through Friday, November 4th. Early voting at the Lee County Courthouse in Lovington is Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. The Lee County Annex on Bender and Hobbs and the Lee County Event Center on the Lovington Highway all continue Tuesday through Saturday, 9 to 6 until Saturday, November 5th. Early voting at Giles City Hall and Eunice Community Center are Friday and Saturday, November 4th and 5th. Otherwise, all locations are open until 7 p.m. on Election Day, Tuesday, November 8th. Any Lee County resident registered in the county can utilize any voting location. If you're not yet registered, all you need is your picture ID with your current Lee County address, and you can register immediately at any polling location. There are no long lines. Sample ballots and absentee information available on the clerk's website at leecounty.net or by calling 396-8614. Don't let our voices be drowned out by those in Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Let's get every eligible Lee County voter to the polls this Election Day.
You guys are awesome. I love hearing about stuff happening in our community.
I feel like I'm hanging out with my friends on the way into work every morning.
Be in the Breakfast Club, being powered by Carlsbad Chevrolet and carlsbadchevrolet.com. Call or text 877-396-W105. Brought to you by your Kubota dealer and found at AmigoMachinery.com. Question of the day being brought to you by Lovington Auto Supplies, your Napa dealer, and Be Live Studio TV on YouTube, Rumble, and Facebook, being sponsored by Desert Sand Water Well.
What is this, a Tinder date? Get off of me.
Well, my wife has got a headache, and she asked if I could cook. I've heard of Betty Crocker, but I've never read the book. I thought moving the grill inside was all it really took. Now the kids have run for cover, and the dog's afraid to look. I'm a man, give me some Spam and a pan, and I'll fry it up. I'm a man, I'd rather go through the drive-thru and pick some up.
Can we take your order? By the way, today is National Men Make Dinner Day. Ladies, don't hold the feet to the fire, though, please. All right, 825. We are on the Breakfast Club update on that accident that we had earlier.
All right, that accident on 285 out there at mile marker 16 just outside of Malaga this morning. And Josh Mack, the Eddy County Fire Chief, reports that the accident was a head-on accident involving two pickups, a smaller one and a larger pickup. And nobody was hurt, fortunately, but both drivers were sent to Carlsbad Medical Center. They tried to fly in a helicopter, but it was just too foggy to fly in. So they've been transported to Carlsbad Medical Center. No fatalities, but they are being checked out at the Carlsbad Medical Center right now. That's the latest on that wreck. And he goes on to say, ask your listeners to please turn on your lights because we still have heavy fog that way.
Traffic update being brought to you by Luke Ragsdale, RagsdaleLawFirm.com, reminding you, slow down, be safe today. You wouldn't have that story if I wouldn't say, Tom, why don't you call them since they're not answering your text?
No, I was going to. But this is a different source that I used here than I do usually with Matt. But this is the fire chief of Eddy County.
Thank you so much, Mr. Source. You're the wizard.
Yes, I am.
The wizard. We got more fog expected tonight. So if you're going somewhere late tonight, tomorrow morning we will have fog. 71 for the high today. Should be sunny by this afternoon. Foggy conditions out there right now and foggy tonight. Also Wednesday, foggy conditions. 78 on Thursday. But Friday, temperatures cooling down to high temperature, only 64. Quick check of the weather. Being brought to you by Zia Guns. 1907 North Main in Roswell, only one Zia Guns. And they've been around for 35 plus years in Roswell. Over 1,000 guns in stock. They are the largest gun dealer in southeast New Mexico. Handguns, rifles, shotguns. Whatever you're looking for, they got it. Personal protection and more. By the way, if you heard that rumbling, that's Tom in the mic.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Trying to adjust it again.
Sponsors don't need.
Hey, by the way, 505 Liberal says, accident, please don't blame it on fog, blame it on stupidity. Says text. Use common sense while you're out there.
If it's foggy and you can't see and you've already slowed down, you've done everything that you could do, so
I'd say pull over.
Oh, well, I mean, you'll pull over a drop of the hat.
Remember when I went to
I'll take a Mimi right now.
Yeah, and that's what I did that one day when I was going to
it takes me
Roswell.
8 hours to get to Roswell. Hey, Will, is Tom riding with you to go to Roswell this weekend for our food drive?
No, because I'm going to Ruidoso the night before that.
Oh, okay. Hey, by the way, congratulations to your son, Patrick.
For
playing in the football playoffs, the Tigers.
Yeah,
they're in the playoffs.
I mean, look, Alamogordo didn't have the best record. They had a decent. I mean, they had a tough schedule. I mean, they had to play the likes. I mean, they got beat by Carlsbad, by Hobbs, by Centennial. They did manage to eke out a win against Oregon Mountain, which put them in the state playoff.
That's right.
Did you guys see the story? I'm looking for it. El Paso High School.
What happened to them guys?
They went to play a game and somebody stole all their stuff when they were playing the game.
That, man. Dang, dude.
I don't know where that. I know I printed this morning, but somebody stole all their stuff while they were playing the game. What kind of BS is that? What kind of ghetto place are we playing in where somebody steals everything? I know I printed that story. Now I can't find it.
I saw it earlier. I thought that's the one B's going to do. So
I had it. Yeah. I don't know what I did with it. Crazy. California Native American tribe sues the Biden administration, saying contractors owe them about $340 million in damages. Native American tribe based in northwestern California, following the lawsuit against the Biden administration on Monday, alleging that contractors owed them millions of dollars for restoration efforts and claim they never got the money. In the lawsuit, the Hoopa Valley tribe alleges the U.S. Department of Interior failed to follow the laws regarding contractors to pay money towards the restoration projects in exchange for water use. So filing a lawsuit. By the way, they're based out of Redding, California.
They're too busy giving that money to Ukraine, man.
Oh, we got plenty of money in Ukraine. I mean, you know. Lake Arthur Municipal School, somebody asked about this yesterday. $790,000, almost $1 million they're going to spend on electric-powered buses.
Why?
And, of course, to install electric charging stations.
In the giant metropolis of Lake Arthur.
Yes. Of course, the government is giving away more than $1 billion to fund school districts and tribes get electric buses.
B, do you know how, on average, those buses travel every year?
How they travel?
Especially the activity buses.
The wheels start rolling?
Well, what I'm saying, they travel thousands of miles to take their kids to ball games. Okay? Now, you're going to take an electric bus where you have to charge it that much to go to those ball games? I'd rather use a diesel bus or a regular bus.
But if we can't get no diesel.
Well, that's a possibility.
Oh, we never included that in the discussion about
but I'm thinking
how the kids are going to get to school.
But I'm thinking a regular electric car, what is it? How much voltage does it take to charge it every time you park it?
Every time you park it?
Or you fill it up?
You don't fill it up.
Or charge it. What's it take?
Okay, which one is it?
Well, charge it.
Park it, fill her up, or charge
Same
it.
thing.
I mean, you tell me which one.
I'm saying it takes, by the time you get your bill, to charge a regular electric car, full wattage, probably takes you $50.
By the time you get your bill.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what any of this means.
Well, it means if you're going to
I mean, if you want to ask the question, how long does it take to charge it? That's one. Then you bring in get your bill. I don't know what.
How much does it cost?
How much does it cost to
Those
charge
are
a car?
different questions.
I don't know.
Well, think about it 10 times more when you charge a bus.
I don't know.
I know people in Lake Arthur are going to hate me, but come on.
I don't know. I don't know if you saw this soccer game. LSU and Ole Miss women's soccer team has made national news.
What happened?
When they fisticuff at a soccer match. Soccer is not really like the bench brawl, but supposedly both women's benches cleared, and there was fights going on everywhere. I saw the video there. I was like, that's crazy. 71% of voters say the economy is very, very bad. I'm going to be honest. I didn't need a poll to tell me this, but 71%. By the way, that's up 8% since Democrats took control of Congress and the White House. 71% say the economy is fairly bad, very bad, according to a recent poll. According to the poll, 45% said the economy is very bad. 20% said it's fairly bad. 2% said the economy is good. What the hell are they smoking? The day after Biden took office and was sworn in, 63% said the economy was bad, while 25% said very bad. So the numbers have increased. I got to admit, back in January, I didn't think the economy was that bad. January 2021, I didn't think the economy was that bad.
And then Biden happened.
And then when you systematically start putting in all these, we're going to stop this, we're going to stop that, then things get bad. TikTok influencer filmed himself drilling a golf ball into the Grand Canyon, now facing criminal charges for the stunt, which, by the way, the video has been seen millions and millions and millions of times. She now faces the hardest possible charge for any golfer in Arizona. That's playing on sand and not grass. So she was filmed herself drilling a golf ball into the Grand Canyon.
Or
she now faces charges.
35-year-old man claims to be a vampire, even wears fangs as part of the bit. Very odd, because New York has most of the blood-sucking politicians, and this guy is from New York. And two women glued themselves to the handrails of a dinosaur exhibit at the Berlin National Historical Museum, part of a activist protest. I don't know if you've seen them spraying mustard, and one guy glued himself to a painting.
What?
Are they trying to save the dinosaurs? I'm just curious.
They're trying to protest against oil and gas. I don't know what the pictures.
Oh, fossil fuels.
Yeah.
So I'm a licensed electrician, and I won't bore you with the math, but to charge the average electric car isn't any cheaper than filling up a car with gas. Your electric company isn't stupid.
Right. And Jay in the patch says, what are they going to do when they have to replace that battery on that bus?
Well, I mean, look, the money is out there. They're giving them the money, so it's free money.
Until it runs out.
Well, it's still free money. And the money is out there for an electric bus. They're not going to give you the money if you tell them you're going to buy a regular bus that runs on fossil fuel.
In Lake Arthur, the school colors are red. They might as well turn them blue now.
They don't even play ball in Lake Arthur anymore.
They play athletics. They don't play football.
They don't play football.
Yeah. At least this season.
I mean, the legend of Tootie McNeil came from Lake Arthur. And now they don't even play football in Lake Arthur? That's sad.
Mm-hmm.
That's sad.
The Panthers.
I mean,
someone asked, when is election day? It's a week from today.
Yeah,
exactly a week.
Next Tuesday.
You can early vote up until the 5th. So up until Saturday, you can early vote throughout the different counties.
Rumors are Daniel Radcliffe is going to be the next Wolverine. Daniel Radcliffe?
So wait a minute. Harry Potter.
He's going to be the next Wolverine?
I don't buy it.
I don't know if he has the same oomph.
I ain't got no oomph.
He's going to have to beef up pretty good.
I'm telling you. Gas prices dropping slightly, according to AAA. Gas prices, national average, $3.76. Dropping slightly. And that's pretty much everything. Oh, the man accused of shooting his wife. I did that story already, so I'm done. I got everything. Tom, text line. We'll take a break. Come back. Boob of the day up next.
And how are we not short on gasoline due to diesel being a byproduct of gasoline? Ask the text.
Well, with gas, the storage for gas is bigger. Our storage for diesel is not that. We only have 6-hour supply.
Digger Bill says the reason there's a shortage of diesel is that Biden cut off the XL pipeline drilling offshore, which is heavy crude, what diesel fuel is refined from. Here in the Permian Basin, it's sweet crude. We are importing heavy crude to make up the difference.
And I have lived in Carlsbad, and I have never been registered since graduating high school in 2002. Where do you sign up to vote?
2002. And you sign up, you can go to the clerk's office. Actually, you can go anywhere as long as you have your address on your license. You have your current address in one of the counties on your license. You can actually go to any polling place, sign up, register right there, and then vote.
Yep. But on election day, there's only one place you can go, and that is at your respective county courthouse. That's it. So, in case you didn't do it, I think I'm registered. Yeah, I am registered.
You don't even know if you're registered?
Oh, I am registered. Because I voted in the primary, so...
You just pull this stuff out your Uranus.
Well, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I am.
You can go if you're not registered. No.
But I am.
I think I'm registered. Yeah. I'm registered. Yeah. Right? Right, Jill? I'm registered, right?
And the money is not free. It comes out of our ASS.
I get it. We're paying for it, but it's free to the people of Lake Arthur. All right, on the way, we're going to talk about Elon Musk charging you $20 a month for verification.
Clarence Thomas talking about diversity and what the meaning of diversity is. New Mexico rancher makes the Hereford Association Hall of Fame. I'll tell you who he is. And a Texas woman pulls a BB gun on a guy because she didn't want to go to Walmart. And Sprite, bringing back the smell of Christmas. I'll talk about that coming up next. Boob of the Day, brought to you by Desert Functional Medicine and Aesthetics. They've got plenty of medical professionals on staff to help you. About a week ago, I got the shots of ozone in my knees. I went to the gym yesterday. I was able to squat again because the knees are not bothering me. Serious. I get the back done coming up next week. I'm on the testosterone and go back later on this month for my blood test to make sure I'm good to go. If you're living in pain, there are alternatives with Desert Functional. The ozone injections actually work. They really do. You might say, well, I've gotten injections of steroids. They don't work. No, this is different. This is not steroids. Steroids are not good for you. No problem here. 3900 North Lovington Highway. Check them out today. They have a full service lab at their location. Full service. Also, they have all the vitamins, herbs you'll ever need. Check them out. 3900 North Lovington Highway. Hobbs America. Online at thedesertfma.com. I was wondering why my camera keeps moving over here. Will, I don't know if you're looking on screen. Can you move your notebook back and quit hitting the camera? That's better.
This is MySpace.
No, it's actually not.
It's not. Do you like your job?
It is now that I'm here.
You like your job?
No.
You like your job?
Sure I do.
Boom of the Day being brought to you by Desert Functional.
So police in Georgia recently busted a gang of thieves by following a trail of candy wrappers. 9 bandits have been accused of burglarizing multiple homes and vehicles between early October, about a half hour outside of Atlanta. The thieves hiked through wooded areas to sneak into properties and cars, make getaways, and then stash the items they stole until they could take them elsewhere. But that was also their undoing. One of the items they stole was a bag of miniature Milky Way bars, which one of the thieves was apparently snacking on while they were making their way through the woods. They left a trail of wrappers, and the cops followed it to their house. The police have arrested 9 thieves, but the investigation is still going on, so more arrests are possible. The suspects were hit with various charges, including burglary and drug possession. And for leading the cops to your door, you're also the boobs of the day.
Boob of the Day being brought to you by Desert Functional Medicine and Aesthetics. Get in touch with them today. 843 News with Tom up next.
Electric cars are nothing new, says the text. They were used in the early 1900s in New York City. They were scrapped due to they were more powerful and efficient. They were scrapped due to the more powerful and efficient internal combustion engine powered by CAS, says the texter. So now history is repeating itself. I didn't know they had electric cars, but thanks for that.
TAS.
Yeah.
TAS.
I'm guessing gas.
I would think it would be gas.
It is gas. I'm sorry, my bad.
Dude, if you're having much problems with your eyes, go to the eye doctor.
Well, I do have an appointment here in a couple of days.
God.
Hey, B, how are you doing with your migraines, by the way? Asked the text.
Still got them, no better. And I'm looking at one right now.
Sure you are. And Tom says the texter, he's a registered DUMASS. Oh, man. But I'm going to go get my sticker. That's why I'm going to vote.
Oh, that's why I'm voting. Not because it's the right thing to do. Not that it is my right. I'm going to get the sticker. I will have this sticker on. Oh, my God. Look, I got a sticker. Look at me, Mommy. I got a sticker.
I bet if you ask real nice, they'll give you a sucker, too, Tom.
Well, yeah. Why not? It's an honor and a privilege to go vote. Seriously, guys. It's your civic duty.
I got a sticker.
And too bad I can't autograph stuff at the voting line.
Oh, look, I got a sticker.
I would do that. I would autograph a
Okay,
sticker.
I'm going to start the rumor. Anybody that accepts Tom's autograph, dumbass rubs off on you.
What does that mean?
Your dumbass will rub off on them.
But at least I encourage them to go to vote and get the sticker so
And
I
get
can
the sticker.
autograph it.
Oh, yes, get the sticker. That's the reason I vote, to get the sticker.
I can't believe it's a week away. I can't believe it. And one thing that makes no sense for green card residents, once you turn 18, you have to be registered in case war breaks out. And only that they have to call you out. If you bet picked for July jury duty, if you bet picked for jury duty, you must attend or get arrested. But yet you cannot vote? Ask the texter.
I don't think green card holders have to register for the draft. And no non-citizen should be able to vote. No non-citizens should ever be able to vote.
That's the norm, you figure, right? You're looking it up?
No. I'm waiting for you to read the damn text.
All right, Tom, if you spell out the word, you're still saying the dang word. I mean, what a dumb goofball are you, says Jeffrey this morning. Well, I just don't like the word. I mean, this is still a family show. And the texter says, yeah, I even put the gas in capital letters, G-A-S.
Well.
Yes, you did. Hey, B.
Every monkey. What?
Sounds like the dumb ASS rubbed off on him. On Tom, says the text.
No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt. All right, we're coming back. We got a lot of things to get to. Our special guest this morning, Tom.
All right, he is running for state representative in Lincoln County. Harlan Vincent will be our guest this morning to talk about his run in the Republican Party.
Tom, and what's that, Will? I thought you had said something.
No.
Tom, and a look at news this morning being brought to you by Platinum Auto Services. Give them a call. They're based out of Carlsbad, 575-689-6900. Everybody's always saying, I can't find a good mechanic. Well, they've got several. They're under new ownership and management. Platinum Auto Services out of Carlsbad. They have, tell you what, their parking lot is cleaned out. So now they got shorter wait times and fast, friendly service. They can take care of your brakes, tires, AC service, alignments, lift kits, leveling kits. If you got a vehicle that you were going to do the work yourself and you just don't have time, you're working all the time, they can take care of all of that for you. They also do preventative maintenance, diagnostic, scheduled maintenance, and they can take care of everything. Financing is available. Give them a call today, 575-689-6900. Platinum Auto Services in Carlsbad. Give them a buzz today. Tom, and a look at news. He checks in. Before we get to that, though, let's qualify some folks this morning on W105.
The Geo Group in Hobbs presents the W105 Cash Blowout.
Call now.
Call 877-396-W105 now. Be one of the first 5 people to call in for your chance to win $105. The W105 Cash Blowout.
I want my money. I want it now.
Call in now to win.
I'm Tom A. Reese with MTD Radio News, in charge of Southeast New Mexico and West Texas. In a media release, the Eddy County Sheriff's Office reports that in March of this year, they were contacted by Constructors, Inc. in reference to a fraudulent use of the company's fleet gas card. The fraudulent use of the company's credit card amounted to about $1.2 million in purchases. Then last month, after an extensive investigation, David Rochelle of Hobbs was arrested and charged with 6 counts of fraudulent use of a credit card more than $20,000 and 1 count of theft of a credit card by taking or retaining possession of a credit card.
An arrest warrant has been issued for Blake Ledbetter, a former City of Artesia employee who worked as a tech in the city's water department, for allegedly stealing thousands of dollars worth of brass meant for the city projects, that according to Artesia Police. Police responded to a tip from the steel depot in August that a man had brought in hundreds of pounds of brass over the course of 10 days. Police noted that the stolen brass totaled out at about $8,600. The depot gave Ledbetter about $600 for the metal. Xcel Energy announced on Monday that it will quit using coal and retire its coal plants by 2030. The company stated it's accelerating its clean energy transition. The decision to move away from coal mirrors the 30 by 30 and 50 by 50 environmental priorities proposed by President Biden. District 2 U.S. Representative Yvette Herro is in Alamogordo today as she makes her final swing through this region in hopes of being reelected to the District 2 seat. She was in Jowell on Monday and spoke to MTD Radio News on the importance of getting out and vote.
It doesn't matter to me if they go early or vote on day of. We had just got to not be complacent because, we're voting for, really, it's for faith, freedom, family. I mean, it is the values that are important to New Mexicans. And I remind people all the time, the most important person on the ballot is not going to be me or my opponent or Mark Ronchetti. It's going to be you, the voter.
Herro will wind up her Commitment to America tour in Albuquerque on November the 7th. In charge of the news for Southeast New Mexico and West Texas, I'm Tommy Reese.
The commitment to community is strong in Southeast New Mexico. At MTD Radio, we're grateful for our community partners like Permian Chevrolet Buick, GMC Cadillac, Nissan, and Hobbs. The folks at Permian want to encourage each and every listener to donate to the MTD Radio Holiday Food Fight coming up Saturday, November 5th. We'll be collecting food in Lee, Eddy, and Chavez counties to assist in Thanksgiving meals for all of Southeast New Mexico. Permian Chevrolet Buick, GMC Cadillac, Nissan, the largest inventory dealer in the area. 701 West Navajo and Hobbs.
Do you need a job in the oil field ASAP? Then listen up. ASAP Oilfield Services is now hiring, seeking linemen and journeyman linemen for distribution. Also needing Class A CDL drivers. ASAP Oilfield Services is a stable mom-and-pop operation that offers competitive pay and benefits, including 401k. Must pass standard drug screen. To apply, call Matt Ellis at 575-390-1944. That's 390-1944 for ASAP Oilfield Services. ASAP is an equal opportunity employer.
I'm Tom A. Reese.
And I'm Kevin B. from B on the Breakfast Club.
New Mexico House Republicans support the working men and women of New Mexico.
NMHRCC strongly supports the energy industry and the thousands of hardworking people that make energy decisions every day.
The industry is under attack today by environmental extremists and progressive Democrats in Santa Fe that want to destroy your jobs and your family's security and future.
The New Mexico House of Republicans, led by Jim Towson, are fighting to protect the industry and your jobs. But we need your help. We are raising money to protect and elect candidates that support you, your family, and your company.
Would you please help us? Would you please send us a financial contribution so that we can fight for you? Let's get more people to Santa Fe to help Jim Towson protect our industry. Today, we're asking you for your help. Please, let's not let the industry be ruined by the left-wing extreme.
Join the fight to elect more Republicans in New Mexico. Donate today at NMHRCC.org. That's NMHRCC.org. Paid for by the NMHRCC.
You don't want to miss the two-day fishing derby brought to you by Carlsbad Boys and Girls Club. Mark your calendar Saturday, November 12th and Sunday the 13th for your chance to win $1,000 for the biggest bass by weight, a tag fish for $1,000, plus other cash and prizes including guns and a dirt bike to be given away. Registration will begin Friday, November 11th, starting at 1 p.m. at the beach in Carlsbad. It's being brought to you by Keller Williams Infinity Real Estate, Forest Tire, Steady Trucking, SBT Services, TriStar Services, Varco Electric, and the City of Carlsbad. For more information, go to the Boys and Girls Club of Carlsbad Facebook page. And special thanks to the Lodgers Tax of Carlsbad.
1 gig internet is available in Cloudcroft from PVT. Level up your internet for the speed and Wi-Fi you need to boost game consoles, computers, streaming devices, and all your home's other connected connected devices to peak performance with no data limits. PVT broadband internet with speeds up to a gig powered by PVT's whole home managed Wi-Fi takes your game or home office to the next level. Call 575-748-1241 or visit PVT at www.pvt.com today to get connected.
HF Sinclair is throwing a community-wide party, and it's all free. So bring your family and friends. Come out to Heirloom Acres this Saturday, November 5th, 3 until 7 p.m. for free hot dogs, free face painting and pumpkin smashing, a free zip line and photo booth, a free corn maze and tractor train rides, plus lots of HF Sinclair giveaways. Fun for all and totally free. The HF Sinclair Community Party, Saturday, November 5th, 3 until 7 p.m. at Heirloom Acres. HF Sinclair, formerly Holly Frontier. A new name, but definitely not new to the neighborhood.
This is Davis Smith, the Guerrilla Lawyer, and I'm talking to you from my office on 3130 North Grimes in Hobbs, New Mexico. Our office has exploded with new clients. And do you know why? Fast settlements, fantastic customer service, and man, we love paying our clients money. If you get injured in a car wreck, you come see the Gorilla. Remember, if you get injured, you get the Gorilla.
Visit 3130 North Grimes or call 575-964-2720. That's 964-2720.
Sutherland's of Carlsbad is here for all your home improvement and DIY projects. Visit Sutherlands.com for how-to tips and guides. Skip the hassle. Buy online and pick up in-store for free at 2101 South Canal in Carlsbad. From hardware, lumber, cabinets, and plywood to fencing, power tools, and furniture, Sutherland's has what you need for the job, plus great financing options. Sutherland's, helping Americans build it better since 1917.
If your neighbors don't listen to Bee in the Breakfast Club, they suck.
Bee in the Breakfast Club being powered by Carlsbad Chevrolet and carlsbadchevrolet.com. #1 way to wake up in Hobbs. We are Bee in the Breakfast Club.
Basically the same dose, but a smaller dose.
Should be a good-looking day after this fog burns off. High temperature today, 71. Should be sunny. Very foggy still out there right now. Foggy tonight, 52 the overnight low. You're going to be out and about tomorrow morning heading to work. Might want to leave a little early because foggy conditions are in the forecast again tomorrow. High 75. Quick check of the weather being brought to you by Camp of the Tall Pines. Follow them on Facebook. You could also go to the website, camptallpines.com. Great place to get away. They have everything up there. Fishing, biking, high ropes, low ropes, and they've got the, of course, glamping tents, RV hookups, and the cozy cabins. Scott and Jamie would love to show you around. It all starts with a trip to the website, camptallpines.com. You can make your reservations. Perfect place. Want to take the family somewhere? Thanksgiving? You want to take them up there? That would be awesome. CampTallPines.com for more information. Text line 877-396-W105. Good news of the day on the way.
Well, with all this electric car BS, people don't understand that it doesn't eliminate emissions. It just exports them emissions somewhere else.
Yep.
I recently found out that it takes 500,000 pounds of material to make a single 1,000-pound battery. And it also takes 300 BBLs of oil, barrels of oil, to manufacture a battery that can hold from 10 tons to 40 tons of CO2. Now, the plans are in place to increase use of this to require an increase in production of minerals like lithium, cobalt, and zinc. There isn't enough money in the world to produce that many batteries for people for their cars.
What's it called is a boondoggle.
Yeah. So
it's a boondoggle. Congratulations going out to New Mexico rancher Bill King has been inducted in the Hereford Association Hall of Fame. Of course, the Kings have been ranching for more than 100 years in New Mexico. Bill King started his Hereford herd when he was a high schooler in 1968, attended New Mexico State University, and then returned to the family ranch in Stanley, New Mexico. Of course, Bill was the son of former Governor Bruce King. So congratulations going out to Bill King, inducted into the Hereford Hall of Fame. Elon Musk talking about they're going to charge people $20 a month for verification. Oh, I don't need your blue check mark. I like free. You start charging me, I'll go elsewhere. You can count on that. And Clarence Thomas says, I don't have a clue what diversity means as Supreme Court confronts the role of racial admissions, affirmative action. Oh, here's a story from Eastwood. Eastwood. Cash, clothing, equipment, electronics, all stolen from Eastwood High School's locker room during the football game against Franklin High School last Friday night. Multiple sources saying that Eastwood returned to Franklin's locker room, which they had noticed somebody had gotten in there and stolen their stuff. They did not realize that it was burglarized until after the game. So phones were taken.
Oh, man.
Cash, you name it, all the goodies. Boob of the day up next. Tom, go ahead.
I rest my case, says the text. Tom, I rest my case, Tom. I call it like I hear it. From you, dumb A, as a box of rocks. Now, you do it to yourself, then brag about your degree. I mean, did you get it from a Cracker Jack box?
Hey, he's got the degree. You ain't got the degree. I ain't got the degree.
I got the degree. And I worked. It took me 6 years to get it. I got it.
I have never seen the degree.
Well, I got to show it to you. What I want to brag about it for?
Well, because you're always bragging about it.
Yeah.
I'd love to see it.
I know working with Tom can be frustrating, says the text.
Did you get it at the Pulga?
No.
You get it at the Pulga?
No. What's a Pulga? Okay, rest his case. I know working with... He's frustrated. I know working with Tom can be frustrating, but I want to say that the show changed dramatically when he left the other station, and not for the better. I mean, he makes the show better. The people love him. Now, Tom, I do want to say that some of the stuff that comes out of your mouth is ridiculous. And I don't know if it's an act, but you should consider thinking about what you were doing and going to say before you say it out loud. That's the whole neat thing about the whole thing.
I don't care what comes out of his mouth. Mm-hmm. I just want him to be able to read the text.
And I'm reading them pretty darn good today, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But you're never going to be satisfied, are you?
That long text about the electric cars,
uh-huh.
You skipped 3 lines.
I did because your picture was on there. I didn't know how to move your picture out of there.
Whatever. You were so full of crap.
No, your picture looking at me was like, how do I move it here?
Tom.
And I finally X'd you out. I'm thinking, am I X'ing men out?
You were full of crap.
I did, for real.
Tom, you were full of crap.
Well, that's a lot of crap. I'm just saying.
No, but I tried to go over it. I thought, what do I do here? Do I X him out?
You can either read it or you can't.
Yeah, I read it.
You were full of crap and you were making excuses. Again.
And Tom, I can kiss my nay gas. What's that? Nay gas?
Nagas.
Oh, kiss my butt. That's in Spanish.
Really, dude? Really? At the Pulga. You went to the damn flea market and got your damn degree.
I did not have a pulga. You know what a pulga is? Thing you stick up your butt when you're constipated. That's a pulga. You didn't know that, did you?
Well, if anybody should know, it would be you, Mr. I'm contracted or whatever the hell. Compacted. I'm sorry. I can't eat no fruits and vegetables.
But that was a while ago.
Morning, how you doing? Where are you calling from? Morning. Hello. Well, I don't know.
And a new message says, pulga is a flea, says the texter.
Well, Tom must have, that's right, flea market.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Tom, I voted for MLG. Verdict. Okay, gotcha. I voted for MLG, says the texter.
All right, we got to get Dylan Vincent coming up. Yep. We'll be talking about his run in Lincoln County. We'll talk to him coming up next. Good news of the day being brought to you by Herschel Rustin Hayes. You can call him Rustin. And Avenue D and Lovington, 575-396-0513. Home, auto, life insurance, commercial insurance. He's your farmer's insurance agent. He can also help you if you have somebody in the family that is eligible for Part B Medicare. Open enrollment is going on right now. Harlan says, trust somebody local. Trust somebody that lives here, because there are so many people that are predators dealing with preying on our elderly. 575-396-0513. Give him a call today. I don't know what the hell that was with his phone, but God bless. I think that was a new movie coming in. Good news of the day.
So a 9-year-old in Ohio named Blake Mumford has spina bifida and uses a wheelchair. And McDonald's did something pretty awesome for him for Halloween. He dressed up as the McDonald's fries for his costume. It was great, too. So his local McDonald's surprised him with free French fries for a year. He was pretty stoked. An Australian woman who was adopted 60 years ago figured out who her biological dad was and found out she had 3 siblings in the UK. They all just flew to Thailand and met for the first time. Firefighters in Washington State saved a cat named David Hasselfluff from a house fire on Saturday, which happened to be on National Cat Day. And that is the good news of the day.
Good news of the day being brought to you by Herschel Rustin Hayes. Find him today. Tom, wrap her up. We got to go.
And another text is, hi, hey, B.
Yeah.
Is that me, or if we already have... I can't see. I'm sorry.
Oh, dear sweet baby.
I lost it. I'm sorry. I lost it.
So we go from I can't see to I can't read to...
The tablet is no different.
Well, hey, B, does that mean if we were already have something signed from Tom A, that we're a dumb ASS?
Well, it could be. So avoid it, like the plague.
Yeah. There you go.
So I can't see.
Can't see.
I can't read.
Can't see. I couldn't see it.
Well,
it happens. It happens. What am I supposed to do? I'm going to check my eyes out here in about a couple of weeks.
Will, seriously, how much is a warm body worth? Look.
I don't know if it was me. I would start by taking care of myself and going to the doctor.
Well,
but I mean, I've been preaching a long time, and nothing happens. No difference. So
you get old, bro.
You don't know how to use a mouse, because I'm watching you like highlight the entire page. You've changed the settings yet again.
Hand-eye coordination.
It's all because you're just clicking stuff randomly. And I've watched him open pages. He clicks them 7 times.
Right.
Well, he's looking for his page on OnlyFans.
No, I'm not. I don't even know what that means.
You don't have your page on OnlyFans?
Mm-hmm. No, I don't know that kind of stuff up.
No, you just make the damn movies.
Someone asked how much of a tax break we're getting for Tom. Look, I wish. I'm going to check into it. If there's some way I get a credit for employing the mentally handicapped, then I'm totally applying for it.
I get it. I'd take advantage of it.
Mentally handicapped.
Well, mentally, yeah, and visually impaired.
Visually, maybe.
And mentally.
These glasses are a year and a half old. They told me to come in.
Well, whose fault's that?
No,
No. I really want to know.
They texted me 2 weeks ago. Your exam is coming up,
dude. You got your glasses before I got my glasses, and I know when I got my glasses. And you just said they're a year and a half old.
Yep.
Those that can't help themselves don't help themselves. I got to go. Harlan Vincent coming up next. I'll look at news this morning being brought to you by our buddies at North Star. Get in touch with them today. North Star Fuel. If you're running down 285, all the construction in the Loving area, fill up today at North Star. Grab your ice, your water, everything you need. North Star Fuel. They accept all gas cards. They accept WEX, gas card, TCH, Fleetstone, and major credit cards and debit cards. 2519 Pecos Highway. Avoid that construction today. Fill her up at North Star. Harlan Vincent coming up next. It's already 9:09. KWMW Maljamar, 105.1 FM.
Fox News. News, I'm Steve Rappaport. Oil companies respond to President Biden's threat to pursue higher taxes on their profits.
The oil and gas industry firing back in a statement, quote, the president rails against big oil profits and shareholders the same day his senior energy advisors in the Middle East telling the global industry that more investment is needed in the oil and gas sector and is needed right now. You won't have more investment in a sector if there is no potential return. That is how capital markets work.
Fox's Lucas Tomlinson. UPS plans to beef up holiday staffing with 100,000 seasonal employees.
The company says because retailers are launching holiday deals before Cyber Monday, it's important for UPS to staff up now to meet the demands of the season. The open positions include seasonal delivery and drivers with commercial licenses, warehouse workers, and driver helpers.
Fox's Ginny Casola. America is listening to Fox News.
You don't want to miss the two-day fishing derby brought to you by Carlsbad Boys and Girls Club. Mark your calendar Saturday, November 12th and Sunday the 13th for your chance to win $1,000 for the biggest bass by weight, a tag fish for $1,000, plus other cash and prizes including guns and a dirt bike to be given away. Registration will begin Friday, November 11th, starting at 1 p.m. at the beach in Carlsbad. It's being brought to you by Keller Williams Infinity Real Estate, Forest Tire, Steady Trucking, SBT Services, TriStar Services, Varco Electric, and the City of Carlsbad. For more information, go to the Boys and Girls Club of Carlsbad Facebook page. And special thanks to the Lodgers Tax of Carlsbad.
Now more than ever, it is crucial that everyone have a voice on Election Day, Tuesday, November 8th. The Lee County Clerk's Office reminds Lee County residents that early and absentee voting is available throughout the county. Absentee voting by mail is available through Friday, November 4th. Early voting at the Lee County Courthouse in Lovington is Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. The Lee County Annex on Bender and Hobbs and the Lee County Event Center on the Lovington Highway all continue Tuesday through Saturday, 9 to 6 until Saturday, November 5th. Early voting at Giles City Hall and Eunice Community Center are Friday and Saturday, November 4th and 5th. Otherwise, all locations are open until 7 p.m. on Election Day, Tuesday, November 8th. Any Lee County resident registered in the county can utilize any voting location. If you're not yet registered, all you need is your picture ID with your current Lee County address, and you can register immediately at any polling location. There are no long lines. Sample ballots and absentee information available on the clerk's website at leecounty.net or by calling 396-8614. Don't let our voices be drowned out by those in Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Let's get every eligible Lee County voter to the polls this election day.
You've imagined that perfect home, designed it in your mind. At Destiny Real Estate, it's dreams that we provide. We buy or sell residential ranches, lots and more. Call Rhonda Burns at Destiny and let her tell you more.
If you're looking to rent, please join our website at www.destinyluxuryrental.com. I've got everything from a little 2-bedroom all the way up to a 10,000 square foot home with an indoor swimming pool. Again, that's destinyluxuryrental.com. And I'm needing some more homes. If you wanted to make a little extra income, just give me a call. Rhonda Burns, 575-257-3000 at Destiny Real Estate. Our business is built on dreams and imagination. Telephone 575-257-3000.
Call Rhonda Burns at Destiny and let her tell you more. Call Rhonda Burns at Destiny and let her tell you more.
Eunice Pump and Supply, with a long history of supporting Lee County, wants to urge everybody that can give to give. The MTD Food Fight is helping get food to those in need, and Eunice Pump and Supply has joined the fight too. Whether it's supporting local sports in the area or helping sponsor our Lee County Fair and Rodeo, Eunice Pump and Supply has always given a helping hand in building the Lee County community. Eunice Pump and Supply support those who support you. In Eunice, call 575-394-4012 or visit 1310 West Avenue O. In Lovington, call 575-396-0115 or visit 321 North Main.
This is Larry Marker, independent write-in candidate for Commissioner of Public Lands. Together, we can take back our public lands while preserving the integrity of your vote. It's easy to vote for Larry Marker. On your ballot, go to the space provided for declared write-in candidate. It's under the heading Commissioner of Public Lands. Mark the oval and write in Larry Marker. Together, we can take back our public lands and preserve the integrity of your vote. Go to LarryMarker.com for more information. Thank you.
Larry Marker, independent write-in candidate for Commissioner of Public Lands. Paid for by the Friends of Larry Marker.
The extended version of Bee and the Breakfast Club is on the air, discussing what's going on in southeast New Mexico and beyond on W105.
And our buddy Harlan Vincent is on the phone with us, calling from Ruidoso. How are you doing, Harlan?
Good morning, everyone. I'm very good. It's kind of a chilly morning.
Yeah, kind of foggy here. By the way, extended version being brought to you by J&B Custom LLC, welder's best friend, family owned and operated. If you, they're your full service welding machine repair shop. They've got 35 years of experience, all makes and models, and they specialize in engine drive, and in most cases, they can complete the repairs within a week or less. J&B Custom. Get in touch with them if you've got a backup. If you need a backup machine, they can rent you one of those. And open Tuesday through Saturday, 8 to 5. Available by appointments for after hours. 1203 West Lee Street in Carlsbad. 575-236-4512. Get in touch with them. You can find them on Facebook. Harlan, I had to pay the bills. I forgot about the bills. I had to pay the bills. So you're running for state representative up there in Lincoln County. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
That is correct. I appreciate you guys having me on this morning. My name is Harlan Vincent, and I am running to be the next state representative here in District 56. My past is I was a fire chief up here in Ruidoso, and worked myself all the way through and retired after 25 years of service in the fire service. And after I retired, I guess I'm just one of those guys that can't retire. And I just kept watching our state and our country go into the toilet. And I told my wife, I said, I still got a lot of tread left on my tires, and I think I need to go run for office. And she said, I think you should too. So that's where I am.
She said, I'm tired of having you around the house so much. It's time for you to get back to work, Harlan.
Well, you know what? She kind of likes me. No kidding. She really kind of likes me around, and now she's my running partner, and she hangs with me most of the time, and we're together probably more now than we've ever been.
That's awesome.
She's just really taken a big role in what we're doing, and because we're between two counties, sometimes I have to be in Otero County, and she might have to be speaking on my behalf in Lincoln County, and we're just running as a team is what's happening.
That's awesome. That's a good way to be. Of course, you're running to take over Zach Cook's seat, and you're 100% right. As I look at what's going on in this state and in this country, we need strong conservative leadership. What sets you apart from your competitor?
I don't know my competitor that well. I know that I'm a Second Amendment person. I've been endorsed by the NRA, and I do not take that lightly, guys. I love my guns, and I love the reason that we have our guns. And we need our guns more now than we ever have needed our guns. And I'm just going to be fighting for them. They're fighting to get rid of them every day, and I'm going to be up there fighting to keep them every day. So that's one of the things. I'm also endorsed by the Right to Life, and I'm super proud of that. And I just want to be a voice for the babies.
Harlan,
the unborn babies.
Yeah.
What have you found out as you go and meet and greets and also knocking on people's door? What have you found out about the people who are going to vote for you?
They're really bothered by the economy. That's probably the biggest thing right now that they have big concerns about. And I guess I really started feeling it about 2 weeks ago. My wife and I had gone to the grocery store, and I literally paid $10 for a gallon of milk.
Oh my goodness,
that's crazy!
Really? Wow.
And I was looking at eggs and stuff. Eggs were like $6 a dozen.
Yeah, I mean,
and
it's we eat the brown eggs, and they have gone up from like $3 to $6.
My goodness.
And
it's crazy. And thankfully, my wife has about 30 head of chickens.
Oh, does she?
And we have plenty of eggs. So we're not hit by that. But I'm going to tell you something that's really hit me, that, my paving business that I own, and I've also got a composting business. I'm using probably close to 1,000 gallons of diesel every 3 weeks.
My goodness.
And that is what has really got a hold of me. So as I'm going around talking to people, knocking on doors, we are relating, because they can't hardly put fuel in their vehicle. And I'm not saying that they can't. I'm just saying that by the time they get it done, and they go to the grocery store and they're paying their utilities and they get their rent done, they're not getting it all done.
Right.
So they're running in the red, and where they used to be running in the black on what they're making, now they're running into the red, and they're not making it stretch.
Well, and people have to make tough decisions. Am I going to put fuel in my automobile, or am I going to buy my kids, vitamins? Or am I going to be able to buy my kids snacks? Young families today probably have the toughest than we've ever had it, because everything is up and nobody's salary is meeting the demand of inflation. We discovered yesterday that New Mexico's inflation rate is 16%. The country's inflation rate is 8%. New Mexico is double that. So for young families, it gets tougher and tougher.
Agreed. And, as I go around, some people I had, it's heartfelt. So I'm just going to tell you a story. I'm over in Capitan, and I have a young lady tell me that her husband works for the railroad. She's got a job. They make pretty good money, but by the time it comes to the end, and as expensive as her medication is, she's a diabetic, and her insulin is through the roof. And she's like, "Sir, what are you going to be able to do about the medications? We can't. My medication costs me $800 a month."
Wow,
my goodness.
And I just think, I wonder what the big pharma people think when they're laying in their big fancy beds in their big fancy houses, knowing that there's people out there struggling to survive.
Yeah,
it's literally surviving. They have to have that medication. And why are we paying so much for insulin?
I know.
Well, I think, we have money to give to every country in the world. We'll start with Ukraine, but not to take care of our own. And 90% of generic medications are now made in China.
Now you're trying to get me fired up, aren't you?
I mean, China's, they got a quick way to take over America, and that's kill off people.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we're not smart enough as a country to figure, why are we going to let the enemy control our medical care? That's exactly, we put it in their hands. It's pretty sad. Pretty sad.
It is. And, when we go back and we talk about common sense, some people have it, some people don't. It's a gift.
Yep.
And a lot of it is, how your mom and dad raised you. They give you the gift of common sense, and some people don't have it. And the ones that don't have it, somehow they always want to veer into politics. And you have to have common sense if you're going into politics.
I agree.
If you don't have enough money to help other countries, your country you better stand your country up, and it better be standing up by itself on its own, doing super good. And then if we have a little bit of extra money and we feel like we want to help somebody, then we can help them. But we don't just arbitrarily go help them.
Yep. And,
we can't afford what we got.
Ukrainian president was here again. We just gave him $10 billion, and he said, I need another $1 billion.
Oh.
And I'm like, look, the government doesn't make money. That's our money. And the president has systematically decided how he's going to spend money. And that's the job of Congress. Just like your job when you're elected and go to Santa Fe, your job is to make the laws. Your job is to to decide on the budget. It's not the governor's job. It's not the governor's job. It's the job. We send you there to do that. The governor basically is just a figurehead.
You know, the texter.
And I'm going to tell you guys something.
Yes, go ahead.
We've been at this for about 8 or 9 months now. And my wife and I don't know how many doors we've knocked. I don't know how many phone calls we've made. We have put probably close to 10,000 miles on our vehicle. And every time that I talk with Mark Ronchetti on the radio or I watch him speak, this guy is going to bring something to us. And we have got to get rid of our current administration. And this is our year that we have to send a statement letting people know, please, 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 for our state and for our country, please vote Republican. Please vote conservative. Please give us a shot to turn this back around, because we can't take much more of this or our country is going to be in bad shape.
Yep. I mean, there's a reason why, Texas is right next door. We could thrive just like Texas and New Mexico. We could.
Easy.
We could. It all starts with putting people to work. We are we have the highest rate of people on welfare in the country and New Mexico. It's time to say, hey, if you can work, you're going to work. And get people back to work.
Amen.
Amen. It's pretty simple.
It really is simple. And, I was talking to some people, and for the people that are not working right now, and I'm talking able-bodied people.
Exactly.
If they are able to go work, what I would love to see happen in my district is we used to be number 2 in the entire nation for catastrophic wildfire.
Mm-hmm.
And if we took a group of people and we showed them, a 40-hour course on chainsaws and showed them how to go out there and start doing project work and pay them for it, instead of them getting paid for just not doing anything, put some effort into your community, and let's start doing some project work. And then hopefully at the end of that, maybe we could even turn those folks into entrepreneurs, and they might even want to go out and start doing project work, and bidding on jobs and putting people to work. And I think it could happen.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of other different ways, but right here, we've got so much work for chainsaws, it's not even funny.
Well, that makes too much sense. Tom, you had a question from the text line.
The texter is saying this morning, Harlan, I completely agree with this guy. He's talking about you. People should not be making life decisions at the gas pump.
That is, I'm going to tell you something even sadder than that. When I used to work for the fire department, we'd pull up somebody, one of our elderly people is having a full-blown heart attack. We get them hooked up to a monitor, and I tell them, hey, you're definitely having, a heart attack. We need to go ahead and get you loaded up and get you to the hospital. No, hon, let me tell you, how am I going to pay for that?
Oh.
That good old baby boomer, those people stood for something.
Right.
Tom, I'm going to tell you. And when they told you they were going to be somewhere, they were there.
Yes.
And when they shook your hand and made a deal with you, it was a done deal. And when they had a bill to pay, they paid it. And these people would sit there and make life decisions on going to the hospital because they didn't know if their insurance would cover it. And sometimes they would tell us, no, we'll just drive ourselves down there and save some money. And I'm telling you, you want to talk about something that grabs you by the heart and just wrings it out. That's something that bothers me, because we don't take good care of our elderly. We don't take good care of our veterans. And those people should never get a bill.
I agree. Hey, if we could take care of every Tom, Dick, and Juan that crosses the border and give them free health care. We ought to be able to give everybody free health care.
Right.
And the governor is over there in your district talking about how she's taking care of vets. Let me tell you, we had a good friend of ours that's from Ruidoso that his dad died at TRC because the governor brought COVID patients to the veterans home. That's no way to take care of the veterans.
No. And I'm going to tell you, if people will get out and vote, and instead of worrying about being a Republican, instead of worrying about being a Democrat, I'm just asking people to be an American. Be a patriot, be an American, and vote Ronchetti in, and let him and Aunt Thornton go up there and give this a go. And if you listen to some of his policies, I mean, he's on target. He's on. Now, I know a lot of politicians talk, and some of them deliver, some of them don't deliver. I think this man's going to deliver. I know he's going to deliver.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a ton of energy, and I'll tell you right now, I'm running my race, and I was on the radio yesterday morning at 7:30, and I just started thinking, and we called up the Ronchetti team, and I said, you know what, I've got a spot at 7:30, and I want you to take the first portion of it. And they were headed to Lincoln County anyways, and he said, I'll be there.
Awesome.
I called up Michelle Garcia Holmes, and I said, I'm on the radio in the morning. I want you to take my second spot. And if there's any room left, I'll take it, but I want you and Mark to have it. And they came down, and they interviewed, and I know that our people were listening to them. That's how much I want a new governor. I'm willing to give up a lot of my airtime and a lot of my campaigning just to get a new governor.
Well, definitely, we definitely need it.
That is going to go up there and put God first. Let's put God first. Put him back where he belongs. Let's get back on track.
Harlan wanted to know that your listeners there in Lincoln County, that there will be a meet and greet for candidates tomorrow at the Ruidoso Convention Center. One of the last chances they will get to meet the candidates. Can they see you there?
They're going to see me there. Yes, sir.
All right. Well, thanks for being a guest on the show.
How can they find out more information about you?
Harlan Vincent 4 FOR NewMexico.com.
Hey, I appreciate you, Harlan. You have a great day. Tradio coming up next. Fox News Now, we're W105.
Fox News, I'm Steve Rappaport. Oil companies respond to President Biden's threat to pursue higher taxes on their profits.
The oil and gas industry firing